Feel the rhythm of the streets, neon lights and neon dreams. Bloody face, they feel no pain when there's so much more to gain. Hunting season, if you will, tell me where'd you rather be? I can hardly see the moon, but we'll get there pretty soon. Trying so hard to release you out of the misery. Hold on to your wishes if you can't hold on to me. Forgive me for letting you down. Forgive me for letting you down again. I guess I'm not strong enough right now.
Great to see you on this wonderful Sunday. It was fucking rainy today in Warsaw, but it finally got better. I managed to, jump out for some biking to move my old bones. So I saw already the questions. What is the song that is playing? This is, my dears, Let You Down by Dawid Podsiadło. He recorded 3 songs altogether, I believe, for the Edgerunners anime, and this is one of them. You can hear that song play actually at the end of Edgerunners. This is the one that tells the prequel story to the anime with Sasha as a main character. But now, let me actually play something else. I hope you recognize this one. Yeah, safe to say that Cyberpunk has a pretty decent amount of bangers, doesn't it? Yeah, so awesome. I love this song. It has only bangers? Yeah, exactly. My dears, I'm so happy you're all here. So, let me start our stream today with a bit of a behind-the-scenes story for you, because why not? By the way, 20th anniversary of CD Projekt Mug. So, a bit of a behind-the-scenes story for you. Rafał Jaki was telling us that when they were working on the Edgerunners with Trigger, like the plan was to have a score, not songs, you know, in the anime. Like that was the original plan. And outside of the intro and outro, you know, like the anime was supposed to have just a score. You know, the way how you do write a score for a movie, you know. So all that stuff was supposed to be like composed and so on. But then Chooms on the side of the trigger really wanted to use some more of the songs, right? They actually wanted actual songs, you know. So what Rafał did, Yaki, our like showrunner for Edgerunners, they went basically over like all this fucking gigantic backlog, you know, that we have of the songs in the game. They went all of that backlog and basically like put on into the one folder all of the songs that we are able to like get the contract for, right? Because like, or license, because as you guys probably know, like normally when songs are composed, you know, and when you want to get a song for a certain media, let's say, and you know, some kind of an advertisement or a movie and so on, when you have rights for one thing, you don't have the rights for other. So, you know, Rafał and the guys, our lawyers, put together like a music for the trigger to use, and they were supposed to just use like just some of it, right? Just go over it and pick some things, right? And it turned out that they actually used a lot from that backlog that was actually prepared. So then, you know, the on our side, our lawyers, Rafał and so on, they were like, okay, well, so now we need to fucking make it work, you know, because like when we saw like animatics, this is how it's called, you know, when you have like an early versions and stuff with that music. You know, it was like very clear that it was all really working well with that music. And and then the comments were, okay, fuck, holy shit, we need to actually make it work now. You know, because like, obviously, you know, without that, it will be actually working worse. You know, so that's how it happened, that the anime has actually so much of the cyberpunk music. A pretty cool story, I think. Something for you. Pashanin, thank you so much, my friend, for the sub. That's awesome. Okay, my dears. So now I think it's time for some bangers from the game, because why not? There's this one that I really like. You know, I always play at the beginning of the stream, so why not? I see the comments. Yes, someone wrote just a moment ago, I managed to get it to the stream. I'm glad. The Dark Knight 2035. I'm glad you're here with us. This is literally like, I love this banger. I love this banger. Liz, hello, Liz. Nice to have you with us. Rebel Puff is amazing. Yes, it is, Anthony. Yes, it is. Fucking love this. Hello, Liz. Great to have you with us. Anyway, so I started blasting, Raskolnikov wrote. Exactly, that's pretty much how my stealth works. Shrap2K wrote FF06B5 when? Or just FF06B5? I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I don't know, my friend, but you know, I'm glad. My dears, I wanted to welcome all of you here. I'm so glad that you're spending, you know, each your Sunday evening with me here. You know, when I'm talking about the game and things connected with the game. I'm really glad that you're here. We have like a ton of you already today. I wanted to mention that our dear friend Cogito is today not able to be here, so that's why you're not seeing him, but I hope that he will be with us next week. He just wanted me to mention that, and you know, he's sending you his hugs my dears. And aside of that, we have, of course, my dear girlfriend, Sapphire, who's modding with us every week. Thank you so much, Sapphire. Sapphire is actually playing nowadays Ghosts of Tsushima, you know, while I'm trying to really badly finish the Zelda, you know, finally, Breath of the Wild. It takes me so long to finish Zelda that I will literally like be, you know, we will be, there will be Tears of the Kingdom, you know, the next installment of the latest kind of sort of Zelda out before I finish it. So fucking hell, hopefully I can finish it beforehand. It just takes so long. Heaven Violence, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. X Garbet, thank you so much as well. Nana856 asks, very interesting question. Have you considered finishing the Peralez questline? Well, I mean, Nana, so what I can tell you is we did finish it. That was from the very beginning intended to be like this, you know? And we wanted to finish this storyline with like lots of ambiguity, I would say. The quest designer who wrote it, that's Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer. Patrick is right now working in a franchise team, actually, but yes, that was the intention from the very beginning, to have the Peralez questline in this form. And I'm glad that we did it like this. Asha Swilka said, a ton of you is Pavel calling us fat. Oh yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I meant, Asha. You little troll. That's exactly what I mean. But my dears, as always, when you will see anyone from the red team, they will be on the chat with the diamond icon every week. We have some reds that are visiting us. So I wanted to point out this time around, at least from those people that are officially here, Small Sandayo, Kira, our in-game photographer. Thank you, Kira, for being here with us. For those who don't know, Kira is an author of that shot with David standing, you know, with the view of the mega building. David, well, not really David, V in David's jacket, standing basically on the way to the mega building. That shot is very picturesque, and we've seen it, like, you know, used by so many, you know, publications about Cyberpunk. So I really like it. I'm glad that Kira's with us. Actually, Kira visited Warsaw a few weeks back, and we managed to meet first time live because, like, you know how it is during pandemic and then past the pandemic, that actually lots of people who were like hired and so on, it's not that we didn't even had a chance to, you know, meet and talk just because the just because the pandemic reality, I would say. But I'm happy that we managed to meet with Kira and we had like a chat. Of course, you know, we talked about work for most of the time. Fucking typical. But yeah, we talked about work for most of the time, but it was awesome. Derelovs asks, in 2018 gameplay trailer, the narrator said that the song on the radio was by Johnny Silverhand, even though it was Kerry Eurodyne's Chippin In. Was Kerry's voice actor supposed to be the Silverhand before Keanu Reeves was cast? No, Derelovs, it wasn't. That is mostly really connected to the fact that we are looking for a singer that could sing properly and like the way we liked it, like most likely like stylistically the songs from Samurai. That was before we I'm not really sure if it was before, but basically we didn't yet have the like recordings and the version of the song by Refused. Therefore that was recorded with a different voice, of course, and then it became basically Kerry Eurodyne's cover of that song. So that's the story. Hades asks, what about Mega Building 04? I don't know, Hades, what do you think? What do you think? No, no comments about this. Your room looks lovely. My room. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad you guys like my room. I designed a lot of my flat myself. So I love, like, from the design perspective standpoint, I really love the architecture. I really love interior design, decoration. I love fashion. So like those are the topics that really like interest me, and I just love like taking care of stuff like that. Discussing things and so on. Interior design and decorations is like I really love that. Moist Michael wrote you the man, Pavel. Thank you, Moist Michael. Nice to have you. Nice to have you with us. Chopar Chupamar OOC asks, setup tour when? Well, I mean, there's not much of the setup that I'm having here, but who knows? Make it louder. Okay, come on. Here we go. A bit louder for you. If you choose one apartment for V in Cyberpunk to inhabit in your own life, which one would you choose? Oh, probably the one in Corpo Plaza. That would be probably the one in Corpo Plaza that I would pick. Honestly, my dears, I think that would be the one that I would choose. Yeah, that would be flatter. Sure. Yes, but definitely the one in the Corpo Plaza. What I would love to see in game from 2018 trailer will be flying taxis and subway. The 104 road. I mean, my friend, sure. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. That's nice. If you say so. The expansion will really get 40 hours. I'm not really commenting, my friend, any future content. Gutones666, my friend, my chums, when official information is out, I will definitely talk to you about those things. Okay? I really like discussing things about the game, so I will definitely want to talk to you about it. Camille, question about the eats up display in the game. Lots of people complain about the lack of ability changing the size of HUD. Are you aware of this? I'm playing with HUD turned off for better immersion. Anyway, yeah, Camille, we are aware of it. I think like the options to customize the HUD like in different ways are things that the players have been mentioning. So I think we are quite aware, Camille. Thank you for your comment, though. Yone PhD wrote, "Greetings, Pavel. I hope you're well." I'm thinking, am I well? I think I'm quite well, to be completely honest with you, my friend. I'm really hyped about what we are doing, for you guys. So. And I can't wait for some of those things to be official. Liz wrote to the project is the best. Thank you, Liz. It's really nice to have you with us. I'm really happy you guys decided to join. Ludwig. So Ludwig wrote, "I just finished Cyberpunk yesterday to find some consolation after Edgerunners, and now I'm even more depressed. Thank you, Pavel." Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Ludwig. I'm not sure if like playing the game to fix your depression after Edgerunners is the best. But I mean, I'm glad that you fixed the game. Try different endings, my friend. That's as much as I can advise. Let's say. That's as much as I can advise. Some of them are not as depressive. Thanks for making the game, which feels like an amazing Gibson novel. Landstrad wrote. Thank you, my friend, for this comment. Like, I think like at least all the people who are making the key decisions regarding like the vision of the game and so on are the fans of Gibson's writing books. So I recently bought like the latest book from William Gibson, but the name escaped me right now. I'm just checking it really quickly. I remember because I was really curious. Oh God, it came out a few years back. The Peripheral, yes, the Peripheral. So I still have the Peripheral to read from William Gibson's novels, but everything else I have read, and some of them more than once. N9 Nevold wrote, "I'm an interior designer myself, and cyber heavily shaped my design aesthetic. Deeply inspired, loved it. Thank you." Oh, that's so good, so cool to hear. That's so cool to hear. Actually, like, our environment art team's doing such a kick-ass fucking job, guys. It's insane, you know, like when you work on the game and first you just have these gray boxes block out, you know, and then you know, you implement things, you know, on that first layer, just try to like make it work and so on, and then and iterate it then, and then there's the moment when Enviro Art steps in, and they really like make that you know, interiors look really well. And sometimes I'm fucking amazed, you know, how well they're actually able to make that interiors look like. Harley Quint asks, is there any update on getting the cross progression saves working on Stadia? Feels more desperate to me now. Don't want to lose my 200+ hour save. Harley, thank you for your comment. I mean, so the information about Stadia was in most cases, I would say, looking in the industry, a surprise for a lot of developers. And I know that you know, there are discussions happening what to do, you know, regarding that topic, like specifically, you know, even on the level of the whole industry, you know, because many more games have been touched by that problem. And I cannot, like, I don't have yet anything to share, you know, but we definitely know about the issue. I've seen it pop up in many different places, you know, when players will speaking about this issue. You know, there are players who actually spend like hundreds of hours, not even in our games, but in games of other devs. So I hope that there will be a solution for this. I would love it to happen, you know. But again, I don't have any news to share, anything really to promise at this point. Like, the only thing I can say is that we definitely know about the issue. Frankly, that was like, I think one of the first things we thought, you know, that is problematic, you know, what to do now in situation when we know someone was playing the game for a long time on Stadia, and right now they don't have really a solution. I've seen that there was one of the solutions discussed like online about the fact that you can like download the save from Stadia, like just data, and like transfer that to PC. But again, I'm not even sure if that solution is up to date. So to be completely honest with you, I'm not really sure if that solution is still working. B Batsy, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. Exited next level, Team Lucy and Juby. Oh yeah. PvP Soul Rust, who did create FF06B5? Who's the mastermind we really need now, our hero? I cannot tell you. And I cannot tell you because I don't want to hint anything. And by mentioning some people, maybe after you guys figure it out, maybe when the solution is there, I could like, we can talk more about it. I think that would be cool, you know. I think that would be cool at some point, but not more. You know, like the we'll see how the situation develops. I'm intentionally not adding anything more, not to point out anything. Medicamentos. it's of course a lot to ask, but will the race quests and the delivering car that can get change with upcoming vehicle combat? Medicamentos, I cannot share anything about the future content, my friend. Definitely, like, one thing I can say is that I do have it in my mind. Of course, you know, because like I'm responsible for making sure that, you know, our content is in a good shape, and I would say is delivered with a proper quality. So I'm definitely looking very closely into it. But I don't have anything more to share right now, my friend. Oh god, there's a question from Drelovs. Could you give us backstory about Keanu Reeves being cast? I mean, Drelovs, I did talk about it many times, and I think there's so much information online already about this that I'm not sure if I even have any more info here. Like, I haven't been personally involved into like casting Keanu. However, you know, as always, you know, decisions like that are being discussed, you know, among the directors. So in a way, I knew about it, you know, quite early, but I haven't been like involved in the casting itself, you know. Let's put it like this. Everything else, I think it's already a public knowledge in a way, so I don't think I can add anything. Liz wrote, I'm currently watching Edgerunners, and I love to see so many similarities to the game and recognize the places from it too. That's very nice. I'm glad, Liz, you're watching. I'm just worried, you know, how you will feel after you finish, but you know what, let's talk after you're done. Yamana007 wrote, the game is awesome. I think graphics, details, story, writing, books, 100 out of 150. Interesting. Thank you, Jamana, for your comment. Who was responsible for Don't Fear the Reaper? Oh god, I don't remember now, because like we normally use the code names in the game, you know, when we are working on the quests. Let me actually look at it really quickly which quest that was. Oh, I know which one. Don't think the Reaper is the secret ending. Oh yes, I know which one that is. Okay, of course I know. Yes, that was my friend, a quest designer, Ero Varendi, a super talented guy who joined us. Maybe like in the middle, I would say, maybe like after a year or 2 years of production of Cyberpunk. So Eero Varendi's right now working on the New Witcher saga. For you chums, Eero was involved in that. That was pretty much his idea and few other people he was cooperating with at the time on it, but pretty much like, you know, he came up with it. He was like really pressuring me and Mati Tomaszkiewicz to really make it happen. So you can really... like it is really his child. It is really Eero's child, and I'm really proud of the guy, you know. Sam Atreides, thank you so much, my friend, for the Prime. Hello, Gabich, great to have you with us. Ilusiart wrote, I will repeat the message from time to time so it doesn't get lost. Okay, no problem. Sorry, I'm getting swamped in that chat. In case anyone of higher ups in CDPR is watching, first of all, hello and good evening. The message is one from all the fans: please do not abandon Cyberpunk after 2077. The world is great, a lot of us love it from the day one, and it has great potential. Now the game is getting praise and attention it deserves, and it also deserves more content and continuation. I believe, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Thank you, Luciard. I am quite sure that, you know, you know, well, like when you're talking about the higher ups, you're talking about the board, I assume. I'm not sure. I would not assume that they watch my streams. I think they have much better things to do. However, you know, they are obviously very closely, you know, looking at what community and people are saying. And I'm quite sure that they know all of that. But it's very much appreciated. Your comment. Trick 3 Rhino, thank you so much, my friend, for the Prime. I appreciate it. Entevi, thank you so much for the Prime. Entevi wrote sub Pavel in the chat. Hello, hello, my friend. Nice to have you with us, Entevio. Whaley999 asks, is it possible to solve FF06B5 on PS4 base? I'm asking because I know that in some patches, some features were not included on this consoles. Much love and congrats for 20 million copies sold. Whaley999, I mean, I am very much restricting myself from saying anything about the FF06B5. Reason being that I don't want to hint anything, and I think even more importantly, I don't want to misguide you, you know, by trying to hint something. Because I'm checking the FF06B5 subreddit from time to time, and I'm seeing, you know, how much time and effort the guys are putting into it, and by saying something, I can give you a hint, and then you go in and spend a lot of time into something that is not a solution, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so you know, it is definitely on, how do you say it? It needs to be your own discovery. I will leave it at this. Okay. Loople. Your guys' nicknames are an absolute tongue twister. Loople asks, I'm curious about who had the idea to include the Office Easter egg Surgeon mission, and if you could talk a bit about that. That quest was designed and implemented by Oleksiy Chapai. Oleksiy is a quest designer in my team. Oleksiy is also working on the Phantom Liberty expansion. And specifically the writing, I don't remember, unfortunately, who wrote the quest and the dialogues for it. But basically the Easter eggs sort of happened in between stages of the quest design and the dialogues being written. So most likely it was quest designer and writer who made that happen. However, I don't remember who wrote the quest. But I'm really glad that you liked it, my friend. Sweet Jesus Gaming. Okay, so Sweet Jesus Gaming wrote, I really hope I can get this acknowledged at very least. Obviously don't expect a definitive answer, just trying to spread awareness to the team. Okay. Remappable controls for console users would be fantastic and would be a perfect workaround for the sprint delay. Sweet Jesus Gaming. So there's two answers. I think that I wanted to give you. One answer is that we definitely know about the fact that you would want to have the remapping controls for the console. I think that team is aware of that. So that's that. Second point being, like, I've seen actually like people discussing the sprint delay topic, and I actually checked it myself, like last week even. What is it about? And in Cyberpunk, the sprint is implemented in a way that it starts after you press the stick, correct? But it's not after you have it in the, you need to, like, in a default position. You need to tilt it forward. When you tilt the stick forward and then you press it, then it works, and then you sprint. And I've seen a lot of people discussing it online, being confused, thinking that you need to, like, press the stick rather than tilt the stick and press. And I tested it myself; it does work properly. I'm not talking here about how UX friendly it is, because this is not the best solution, right? That the fact that it does look for you as a player that there is a lag on the sprint shows that it's not implemented properly. And, I'm not trying to say it is, I'm just trying to tell you that the way it is implemented, it does work. Which means that if you tilt the stick and press it, it does work properly and sprint, and then there's no delay. I confirmed it after seeing the discussions about it. So that's, I would say, the two-sided answer here from me, my friend. I hope that it clarifies things. God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so behind in the chat. let me put on some cool music. Who made the quest Balls of Granite in Blood and White? It was hilarious, science fiction person asked. So Balls of Granite, that was the quest that Maciej Duda did. Maciej was a senior quest designer in my team, and then he moved to the open world department for Cyberpunk. So that is basically work of Maciej Duda. Yes, and the quest is hilarious. I absolutely agree with you. I love myself like comedy quests. Making comedy quests is actually really difficult. Like in general, making like intensive quests that you intensely react to emotionally. And I'm talking about horrors. I'm talking about comedy. I'm talking about thriller. Some spy stories are also pretty difficult, but they're, by spy stories, I mean like detective stories. Those are also pretty difficult to do, but like those that actually evoke like strong emotions are normally really difficult to do. And like the comedy is actually one of those because like it's very easy to actually made and turn, whatever you're making into pastiche, and it becomes like just bullshit content, and as a player, you're like playing it and you're like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not going to bring up some titles of actual movies nowadays, but you guys probably know what I mean. Like in situation when the creators are trying to be too funny and this humor turns into cringe, and it's just fucking lame, so yeah, Machiavelli wrote lesbomancy, my favorite type of magic is the quad, I think, specifically. Yes, but that's the thing. It's just like to make the humor really work, you need to have like a baseline that is kinda serious, and then you just throw from time to time those like absolute like bangers, one-liners that make you really crack, like exactly the lesbomancy from the Witcher 2, very famous quote, is one of the examples, of those that are like considered, I would say, quite funny by our players. Okay, my dears. Peralez asks, please invite the game director of the expansion to your stream. He's really awesome. Peralez, okay, so I will talk to Gabe and I will ask him what he thinks about it, okay? He is very awesome guy. I'm not really sure if he would want to be here, with me. I would love to have him here, honestly. That would be such a honor, I would say. But again, I don't know if he would want to, be here officially, but like Gabe is a really awesome guy. He has like this pretty light kind of humor and kind of easygoing way of being. Like it's very I really appreciate like this kind of attitude in work, like I'm always trying to be how to say it, like for my departments at least, like this kind of guy, because then you are not afraid to come over, to bring up topics, to bring up issues, to bring up problems and so on. So I really appreciate like the fact that this is the way he conducts himself, sort of. Guys, I'm so behind in this chat. This is like insane. Gantrix wrote Killing Smasher before Edgerunners, nothing personal, it's just revenge. Killing Smasher after Edgerunners, Doom Eternal soundtrack equipped. Kill. Gantrix, thank you for your comment. Adil279, thank you so much, my friend, for the Prime. Dark Guy 780. Hi, Pavel. First time catching the stream. Hello, my friend. As a person from California, I was wondering how you guys accurately captured the atmosphere of coastal California night city. Thanks for the streams. Well, I mean, we spend a lot of time just watching, experiencing, I would say, the reference material, checking the movies, but checking the photographs, checking the architecture. There were also a few trips, for the people, to see California. So there were also, we of course, had artists in the game who are, Americans. We also had the we also have in the studio like people that are, you know, were born or at least used to live in California for some time. So because of that, it was, I would say, a bit easier. But as always, you know, when you're like trying to depict something properly, you just need to kind of spend a bit of time there, and maybe not in person because that's not always possible, but just, you know, experiencing, I would say, the atmosphere of the place, you know, just living there, seeing it a bit, you know, it always really helps. And there was a lot of discussion. So guys, do you remember the discussion on the Reddit regarding the manholes? Do you remember the discussion about the manholes? So there was this a really famous Reddit thread, I remember, by one person, and honestly, like when I saw it, I was laughing my ass off. So the thread was about the fact that manhole covers, those metal manhole covers, they have the wrong like labeling sort of on the asset side, because those are like manholes apparently that are used in Europe, specifically in Germany, on the pavement. And apparently, manholes that are used in California on the roads are completely different, not by the way they look, but just by the numbers apparently, like the labels and stuff. I was seriously laughing my ass off when I saw it. I remember that topic and that person, by the way, like huge fucking props to that chum who wrote that thread. And like that person, I remember, like wrote something like, this is like seriously immersion breaking, you know, and I saw it and I was like, well, yeah, this is a good example, you know, of us not studying the core, you know, California material well enough, you know. That's true. The manholes should be done properly, right? But, you know, you guys are laughing. But, I mean, honestly, we've been studying stuff like that. You know, specifically our props team and our asset teams, our enviro team, to just, like, make sure that we are, like, properly depicting it. So this is an important topic. So, hey, you know, I was like, okay, you know, some serious bug, let's say, was discovered. Oh god, I'm sorry my dears, but I'm completely not up to date with the chat. Flop VX, thank you so much my friend for the prime, nice that you're with us. It's Peach. It's Peach. It's Peach. Your guys' nicknames are insane. Thanks for your work. I loved how much detail were put in the side quests and side gigs. Read through pretty much all of the material in the game. Great work. Oh, that's nice. That's great to hear, my friend. You know, as you maybe watched on the streams, I really love reading the material from the gigs as well. I hope you are doing it in a similar fashion when you're playing. It's really enjoyable. So yeah. Pablo wrote, Pavo, I remember when you made a serious mistake calling cleaning machine a vacuum cleaner. That's true, Pablo. I remember that too. Thank you for calling me out on that. Okay, so Jack Deere wrote DIN, like the ISO, but far cooler, mandates that manhole covers on the street needs to be for durability class D400 for 40 metric tons instead of D125 for 12.5 tons. Makes absolute sense, Jack Deere. Thank you for your comment and adding to the discourse about the manholes. Really appreciate that. Oh, so my chums, Muzzy's with us. So Muzzy's our QA art lead. So Muzzy, we were actually just now discussing the topic of the manholes in. We were right now discussing the topic of manholes in the Night City, and you're probably aware that we are using the wrong manholes in Night City. I hope that you guys are tracking this important issue. Anyway, thank you, Mazi, for being with us. My dears, we also have Eskel with us. So Eskel, as you can see him with the diamond icon on the chat. If I'm not wrong, Eskel, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure if I attached the nickname to the person properly. But Eskel, that's Piotr Tup, if I'm not wrong, our audio designer. Piotr is basically taking care of audio implementation in our game. Yeah? Okay, Piotr. So yes, thank you, Edskill, for being with us. Basically, he is the chum that is, you know, he is the chum that is always taking care of, you know, of the audio implementation. He was helping me to discover and fix so many issues, you know, with like tracks not playing or like, you know, not stopping properly in a proper moment. Yeah, Mazi wrote, Eskel is my ex-employee. That's true, because Eskel before was in the QA and then Piotr moved to the audio department. That'd be like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years already, Piotr, something like that. I think year and a half would be. Mazi wrote, Pavel does that, being like, stopping, being like, putting me on the spot. I mean, Mazi, obviously, you know, obviously. We need to talk about that manholes, by the way. The manholes gate. You know, Eskel wrote, stop, you're making me blush. Yeah, over a year ago. Exactly, I thought so. Exactly. Anyway, great to have you, Chums, with us. Eskel from The Witcher 3. I'm not sure. You can ask Eskel if that was the inspiration. Don Sedo asks, hi, I know you probably can say anything. Here you go, my friend, you know the drill. I know you probably can say anything, but is there a season 2 for Edgerunners or in another anime project in development? Blink twice, we won't tell anyone. My friend, I'm not commenting on that topic in any fucking shape or form, okay? Yes, I don't think I can stand 4 hours of stream with no blinking, so I'm not confirming anything. Don't see them, but thank you for your comment. Welcome to the manhole stream, the 3D man wrote. Yes, absolutely. The manhole stream is exactly what we needed. Please tell CDPR we want that Edgerunners ramen bowl. Oh, I would love that ramen bowl myself, but I also didn't get it, so here you go, big Sag. Eskel wrote, my nickname was actually coincidence. I already realized I copied later on that. Lol. Yes, Eskel, well, here you go. Yes, the manholes regarding Bago D400 while we are using DIN B125. Exactly, Muzzy. Exactly. You have it like, you know, you're definitely well informed. Pavel, who's winning worlds? Oh God, I don't know. Who won the LPL summer split? Because there was top esports and they were playing with someone and they were beaten 3-2, right? I suspect that they are winning, but I don't remember. But I don't remember. Oh, JDG, yes, exactly. Exactly, Shagreen. So, yes, JDG, I don't know. I kind of feel that there's like such a fucking gap between Asia and Europe. NA is just like way behind. But I just feel that there's such a gap between you know, Asia and Europe this year, so I'm just worried that like the real contenders is seriously China and Korea. So LCK beat LPL. Well, I mean, we'll see, you know, Papega. We'll see basically. Did CDPR wrote the main story for Cyberpunk Edgerunners? Chupamar OOC asks. Yes, my friend. So kinda, because like the story was developed mostly between, of course, you know, our team and the team on the side of the Trigger, and on the side of the project we had Bartosz Tybor, our writer for comic books, who was working on that, and the story is you know, written mostly by him, with of course, input from another people. And then he cooperated with the two writers on the side of Trigger that, forgive me, but I'm not going to try to pronounce their names because I'm going to butcher them. But two writers on the side of the Trigger, and basically they cooperated together to pull off that story. So this is how it went. Kill Him Door. Kill Him Door wrote, and tell CDPR team that we want the cool jackets from Cyberpunk with this cool LD stripes in the collar. Okay, Kill Kimor, I'll mention this. Memeto wrote, don't butcher Japanese. I'm not going to. So there is a question from Yeffi TL. Good that you are with us, Yeffi. Yeffi asks, how do you connect stories and quests between title parts properly between Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, for example? Interesting question. I mean, this is a pretty complex topic and pretty difficult one to answer in few sentences. I mean, normally the way it works is like we are looking at when designing the new game in whatever IP, we are normally looking into like, okay, what new things we can do in that new game, how we can develop things. And then throughout that process, we are also discussing when exactly that game is happening. And then pretty much, what is the, how much time has passed, between different like events, between different games. So in your example, Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, and I remember those discussions at the very beginning of the Witcher 3 development. That was my friend, I think March and May, and April, May, when we kind of started, I believe so. Like the discussions on a team scale regarding the Witcher 3 design. And definitely we were talking about like, okay, how much time has passed, and so on, so that we can like properly simulate story threads from one game going into another and connect it, as well as we could. And then, you start discussing things like, okay, what exactly, I want to have in the game, what kind of characters I want to have, what kind of people, I want to develop, what kind of story threads, and so on. So, those are the topics that you're normally discussing, and then you're like, as you work on the new game and the new sort of outline of it, new pitch, new story outline, you are getting to the point of actually, arriving at some kind of a conclusions and, realizations, I would say, regarding how things should be connected. Voibor, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. John Carmelo asks, Cyberpunk Online confirmed. Oh, my friend, I have no comment regarding the online part, my friend, and nothing is confirmed. I'm worried, so no comment regarding this. Extreme 96PL asks, there is any chance that next gen update for Witcher 3 will not break mods that were made in last 7 years? I really got used to some of them and it would be hard to play without them. Extreme 96PL said. I mean, my friend, I don't think I have much to share right now yet. There's a lot of work put by the team into this, to make sure that we can give you like the Witcher 3 next gen update really delivered properly, but that probably will mean in some places at least a pretty a bigger changes to really make it sort of work and use completely all everything that is inside the new machines. So just from the logical standpoint, some changes need to be done, because otherwise it would be literally everything the same, and we want it to look better, to to play better and stuff. So I don't think that it's reasonable to expect that nothing will break. I think that those the potential changes are, you know, too are touching elements, you know, that might break, you know, the mods. That's how I would say. But again, like, we are here talking, like, you know, purely about, how to say it, speculating more. I would call it more like this, because like we would have to look into like specific mod that you have in mind and look at the specific changes that have been made, and only then I will be able to tell you, yes, it will or it won't. So hard to say right now, my friend. Shugo23 writes, "Hi, Master Chumba Pavel. It is possible to implement a menu feature that makes it easier to manage save files. I have run 3 playthroughs and sometimes I can be difficult to distinguish, arrange my saves. Maybe something like a save grouping feature in the menu could help, or something like is something like that impossible?" I mean, Shugo, the thing is, like, rarely something is completely impossible. It's just, you know, sometimes it means just lots more work put into it to really arrive at the solution. I would say I don't think it's a feature that was like very often requested by the players, but thank you for making me aware. Thank you for making me aware about the topic. Machiavelli wrote, "We need to hear this line, 'I, V, do solemnly swear that I shall faithfully serve the United States of America,' from male V's voice, please. Also, CDPR really neglecting V's male V for some reason. Is there a favorism towards female V?" I mean, Machiavelli, you asked about it, I think like at least 5 times at least, and every single time I think I offered a similar explanation, which is that everything till patch 1.5 was always about male V, I believe. Male V was in the trailers, male V was on the cover, male V was in all the promotion materials, all the trailers, and so on. So I don't think that there is any favorism, you know. It's just like, you know, there is 2 Vs, and right now there is a male V, there is a female V1 in the trailer, you know, while male V was there before. I mean, I think it's still fine and healthy. I would say, at least again, this is how it looks through my eyes. Kideo Hojima, interesting nickname, Kideo. So Kideo writes. To the project, please take into heart and finally release PS5 disc version. As a collector, I don't want to put the broken PS4 version on my shelf. Oh, sure. Thank you for your comment, my friend. Guadalupe asks, for a question, is it possible Cyberpunk wins Game of the Year after the expansion will be incorporated? I mean, it's such a shame to such game not to be. Guadalupe, I don't think that, you know, so the thing is, I would love it to be included even in those, you know, in those lists, you know, when people are discussing the Game of the Years, you know, for 2023, I guess, in this case. But I'm not sure if that will happen, to be completely honest. Looking back at The Witcher 3 and its example, the expansions were included into, because some awards have this best expansion or best DLC award. So I believe that, you know, there is at least a chance that we will be taken into account into a conversation regarding that specific, I would say, award. But I am unfortunately quite worried that the Game of the Year for Cyberpunk is probably not going to, that those discussions are probably not going to happen. You know, too many things happened. Too big of a burden there, you know, on the game. Delamain wrote, Cyberpunk offline confirmed. Okay, sure. Okay, sure, my friend. If you say so. emo female V voice actress is much better than male V voice actor. Well, I mean, Dalcots69 wrote, well, I mean, you know, I think both of them did a pretty good job. I think I quite like a female V a bit more, but it's not for me like a huge difference, you know. And I played in a few different languages. Cyberpunk, of course, and I quite like our male and female Vs. So it's just, I think it's very much a personal preference, and again, it was designed to kind of be, you know, a personal preference. You know, some of you will like more male V, some of you will like the female one. And I'm talking about voices here, right? Mahmoud Wayne 12 wrote, brother, you got the best anime of all these 2 years or more. Thank you, Mahmoud Wayne 12. Thank you so much, my friend, for this compliment. Like I myself, I didn't work on the anime much. I haven't been only a consultant on the side of the game in case, you know, the trigger needed something, you know, on the side of the game, you know, how they could, you know, incorporate that into the anime. So that was only the part I was doing. So I only took part in few conversations regarding the topic. But I'm glad I could add at least that. Like I was working on the content for the game, for the anime though, and helping with that. And I hope you have, you know, after watching the anime, played the game. List or no list, Cyberpunk is the GOTY for me. Thank you, Nightled. It's really nice to hear. For me, Cyberpunk is the game at least of the 5 years. Yeah, I mean, I wish it would be like that. You know, it's not really like this for majority of the people. You know, sadly, like. I think there's lots, you know, that still can be done with Cyberpunk, and we are definitely doing that. But there are some things that, you know, probably cannot be won. Like, you know, like last week, I think PC Gamer published their 100 games of all times. So basically, like best 100 games of all times. That list is a bit random here and there in places. But again, you know, it's a very subjective list of the journalists from the PC Gamer. And you know, Witcher is pretty high on the list. I don't remember which spot, but it's pretty high on the list of top 100 games. But Cyberpunk is not even included in that list. And again, objectively, right now, maybe it should. But I think that involved journalists didn't even, you know, just because of the controversy at the very beginning of the release, I don't think they even took it into account, you know. And things like that are always just kind of painful, you know. When you know that, you know, like it wasn't possible for us to really like release the game we would love it to. So it's always painful, you know, when we are like completely omitted in those discussions. You know, it's not even mentioned in the list of best 100 best games. So, you know, I would wish, you know, that after the expansion and patches and stuff, you know, it will be at least considered. But I'm not sure if this can really happen, you know. I would wish, but I need to be realistic, you know, and I'm going to do my best, you know, and I know the team is doing their best. Because like the thing is that people love working in this studio, you know. Like people at least I talk to, right? People at least I talk to, like people really love working in the studio, and there's like so many devs, and not only, also like the teams that are like supporting us, so like HR, back office, IT, you know, all that, you know, so many people love just working in this studio, and I wish they could have, you know, also a success, you know. A taste a success comparable to how it was during the Witcher 3 and expansions time, when we shipped the Witcher 3, and it was, you know, people considered it was like, okay, you know, because just after the release it wasn't like as beloved, I would say, as it is nowadays. You know, nowadays Witcher 3 is considered much better game than it was considered at the very beginning, after it was released. It also needed a few patches and stuff, you know, so that's one topic. Second thing is it also needed 2 expansions, right? Like both expansions for Witcher were like massive fucking expansions. Like it's it's so much content in both of those expansions together, you know, combined with the Witcher 3. So but again, like I wish the team, you know, the people that are working here for like past few years, that they could like see and taste how it is, you know, when you ship something as successful as Witcher 3, and sort of like all the players, all the journalists, all the like influencers, like everyone's actually talking about it and loving it, what you did, instead of what was happening after the release of Cyberpunk, you know. And I just hope that the moment when we will ship the Phantom Liberty will be really this moment of people feeling that, you know, in the studio. I really wish that for the devs. Oh, I see Danny gifted the sub for Camilo Cesaro. Thank you so much, Danny. It's appreciated. Oh, hello, we have Miles, my friends, on the chat. Hello, Miles. Great to have you with us, my friend. So, Miles wrote, Dear Mr. Sasko, would you rather fight 100 bug-sized fixers or 1 fixer-sized bug? 1 fixer-sized bug. That's the answer, Miles. Miles came over and is trolling here, but thank you so much, Miles, for being with us. My chums, this chat is some utter insanity. Let me look back at what the fuck's happening here. Amara wrote, Cyberpunk is my top 3 best games ever, and if we are talking story-focused games, Cyberpunk is my number 1. Yes, even better than Witcher 3. Amara, thank you so much for this compliment. I think that the team will be pleased to hear it. We didn't say the last word. We didn't say the last word about the Cyberpunk. I would say far from last. So let's sit, you know, let's lean back and watch what's happening. What is happening, and then I'm really curious about your opinion. Hoiguai wrote, The Witcher 3 is my number 1, Cyberpunk is my number 2. I'm on my 4th playthrough. At launch, I played with only 2 little glitches. Thank you, Hogwai, for your kind comment. I hope, my friend, that you're going to play Cyberpunk with the expansion, and who knows, maybe, you know, maybe Witcher 3 is being able to be dethroned. Well, that being said, Witcher 3 also didn't say the last word because next gen updates coming, so it will be a tough battle. But you know, I'm really humbled to hear, you know, that for you, the battle is between those 2 games, you know, which is so cool. My dears, how am I supposed to fucking keep up with this chat? Tell me that. N7 Andy asks, Pavel, when you'll get news about the Witcher 3 update, release date? I don't know. Probably when the time's right? You guys can see basically how we are dealing with things like this now, looking at Cyberpunk patches. Since 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 1.6, all of them had a similar kind of flow structure and so on. So, you know, my friend, it will be there when we are ready to talk about it. Nicorito asks, a Cyberpunk game rocks, is such a gem. Can we get more of River? He's really sweet. Oh, I'm so glad, Nicorito, that you have liked River. and his content. The designers who are working on his quests, Dominika Kuczyńska and later Despina Netaki as well, they really like put a lot of work into this. And on the design side, that was Przemek Tarczyński. So they put a lot of work on that. Forgive me, but I don't remember cinematic designers from that quests. So sorry right now, but I'm really happy to hear that you have liked River. Any chance for serial killer type of quest lines? I feel like the cyberpunk world could have really good serial killer stories. Lionheart19 asks. That's a good point, my friend. I completely see what you're saying. I mean, one thing that I wanted to tell you, my friends, is like, I mean, what really makes me excited is like actually trying to work with new types of stories, you know, like things that we kind of didn't do yet. And, you know, like I'm not going to talk about any future content here, but I wanted to point you out to what Gabe Amatangelo mentioned on the Night City Wire, you know, regarding the storyline of Phantom Liberty. And I really like trying like new things that maybe we didn't do, things that, you know, that are like fresh and original and, you know, something that haven't been seen yet, maybe, you know. So that shit is always so super exciting to me. You know, there is a reason why you have the, you know, the Sinner Man in Cyberpunk and other, you know, things like this. There is a reason why you know you have Baron and this zombie miscarried child, which is the botchling in The Witcher 3. So there are things that like I'm really excited about, you know, what we can still do. And again, serial killer stories are kind of a classic, you know, I would call it. I think they're also pretty difficult to make just because there was so many of them already, and there's plenty of them that are actually really excellent. In one way, the bar is very high to make something really good there, but on the second side is like it's also kind of explored, you know. But I'm not saying that I don't like that. I really like you know, murder stories and so on. Absolutely. Jesus Christ, my chums, how am I supposed to even catch up with you? Okay, Chembro asks, hi Pavel, do you think you guys could reward gigs a bit so they would be easier to find through exploration without resorting to mob markers, especially since holocalls from fixers won't come while in a vehicle? Chembro, interesting comment. I mean, we've been discussing it internally quite a bit, and like the situation that we're right now is there's actually lots of players that already sort of get accustomed with the design, the way it's already done there. So the rework that you're suggesting would entail like, well, reworking the whole fixers loop in a much a larger scale. We did some reworks of the fixers loop already for 1.5 that you can probably see that, you know, the gigs now are coming in tiers, you know, that there are rewards at the end, you know, when you finish the sort of, let's say, job storyline for a given fixer. So as you can see, we've been paying attention and trying to improve it, and I dare to say it is slightly better than it used to be. However, I do agree with you that I would much prefer it to be like this. But that is a major, I would say, that is major rework of the whole flow there. And the question is, in this context, is that something that is the most needed for Cyberpunk at this point? You know, because like, please remember that, you know, we have finite amount of time and people that we can spend on it, and even, you know, when we hire more people and so on, you need to still train. Even like very talented people need training and guidance and help and direction to be able to pull things off successfully. So it takes time. It takes time to make it. Chaimvrach. I remember your comment, Chimfrach, last time because I was having fun with this, with your nickname. Chimfrach asks, with all the work going on CDPR right now, I really hope enough attention is being paid to Phantom Liberty. If Dutch lunch is messy, you guys will get crucified. Oh, my friend, I got crucified so many times that I'm starting to miss this. You know, you know, the how do you call it? I'm starting to miss the feeling of being crucified. Anyway, I'm obviously joking, my friend. I think that everyone in the studio is very much aware. You know, is very much aware of the of that fact. Harry wrote, poor Pavel. Pavel Christ Sasko. Okay, thanks, Chubs. Sinner Sasko. Nice. Sapphire wrote, oh yeah, the methodology of CDPR having storytelling, level design, cinematography is outstanding. EU5 will be interesting, but for sure have faith in them. Thank you, my dear. Munderline asks, can you play the expansion after finishing the game, or do you have to start a new save? Munderline, no comment yet about this, my friend. Until this is revealed, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to comment on this, my friend. Science fiction person, did you hear about the news regarding the Disco Elysium creators? Yes, you're talking about Robert Kurowicz and Helena, I believe that was her name, and the art lead that I don't remember the name of, but 3 people. Yes, I did hear about it. I was saddened by the news, to be honest. I wasn't maybe like thinking that there will be a next game, you know, like in line of the Disco Elysium, because I'm not sure if they would simply artistically want to make it, but definitely, you know, like that crew of people definitely was, well, delivering something remarkable, you know, and we can see the quality in the game. So I'm sad to hear it. I just hope they have, like, you know, already like some amazing, you know, fascinating projects that they're working on, and they're really hyped about it. Flop VX. I wish I could get a feeling of going through 2077 stories for this first time again. It was genuinely the best story game I've ever went through. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much, my friend, for this kind comment. I think we're all very humbled, you know, that you guys even think like this. I'm really happy. Thank you. Bakri27 says, is Mr. Zhebrowski back in Phantom Liberty? Well, I mean, you know, considering that Johnny is back, I believe so, that it will be the case. But again, you know, that is only an assumption. I'm not announcing here anything. You know, we know that Johnny Silverhand's back, so that will probably be logical, but who knows? Omega Divine said, I have over 300 hours in Cyberpunk and have been playing since release. Thank you for the team for creating my favorite single-player game of all time. The game is phenomenal, and it's a shame that it wasn't Game of the Year. Hoping it gets the recognition it deserves with the expansion, and can't wait for more content. Thank you so much, Omega Divine. I'm really happy to hear that you enjoyed what we did. Really, like, we are really building those things, you know, the games for you, and this is really the only thing it's for, right? So, you know, the fact that you guys like it, this is the best, I would say, reward for us. Greybeard. Can you tell us about why there is such a delay in calling your vehicle? I saw a YouTube video that said if you jump while calling the vehicle, it will spawn closer. Have you heard anything of this? No, Greybeard, to be honest, I didn't. But thank you, my friend, for letting me know. will check it out. I mean, I suspect that I know why it might be coming closer when you jump, because you're basically not in navigation data, and maybe because of that the system recognizes that needs to like kind of teleport the vehicle closer to you, and otherwise it tries to use the traffic lanes. But honestly, I need to check. I've never heard about that specific topic, my friend. We'll see. I've been playing the game before Atari was released. This is the best game ever. Oh, I've been playing games before Atari was released. This is the best game ever. Binho wrote, I thought, Binho, that you have been playing Cyberpunk on Atari. And I'm like, that is an achievement. I mean, you know, that is an achievement of some form. Kamil Cesaro wrote, we'll not hear more Miłogost Reczek. Yes, unfortunately we won't. For those who don't know, Miłogost Reczek, he was a legendary voice actor, Polish voice actor. He was playing roles such as Vesemir and Victor Vector. Vesemir in Witcher, Victor Vector in Cyberpunk in Polish version. And he passed away, I believe, last year. Yeah. All Might 501 wrote, are we ever gonna get a use for food and drinks? Seems like a survival mode is missing. Huh, interesting. The survival mode, I remember like you guys mentioning that in the past, but I don't think that they I don't personally believe that the survival mode is like a proper thing for Cyberpunk, and at least it wasn't ever a goal. I know that our gameplay team though is discussing very thoroughly all of those RPG related matters. I don't have unfortunately more information to share on that front here. Blazek asks, are you able to speak about NCPD chasing system? My friend, what can I tell you? Of course I can't talk about it. Of course I can't. My chum, you know, when it's when we're ready, we'll do that. We'll talk, okay? Okay, my chum. Bajok. So Bajok wrote, Cyberpunk from day one was one of my favorite games of all time. They're just next to Batman Arkham series. These games helped me get through tough times and gave me idea what I want to do in life, making games. And I hope one day I'll be able to work for CDPR. Hi from Wrocław, by the way. Bajok, that sounds awesome. Thank you, my friend, for your kind comment. And fucking best of luck, man. The thing is, you know who doesn't achieve the success? First and foremost, people who give up, you know? If you don't give up, you are going to get there. Literally, you are going to get there. Yes, sometimes there's a bit of a luck involved. Sometimes there is, you know, I don't know, a specific situation. I mean, look at me. I was fucking hired, you know? So how bad they can get, you know? If they decided to hire me, I mean, seriously. You know, it cannot get this bad. You know, if I was able to get a job, anyone can. You know, that's the reality. You know, so Bajok, my friend, best of luck, and I hope that we are going to see each other in the project at some point. You know, we have a studio in Wrocław, so hey, you know, keep training and working on whatever you want to do, and eventually you'll get there. Was there any plans for more content for Meredith Stout in the base game that was cut? Ivona PhD. Ivona, I am not aware of any Meredith Stout content that was cut. Also because I am the guy that implemented all her quests, and I was working on Meredith Stout. And everything involving her, that was something I did with a few other people. And there was no content that was cut regarding Meredith Stout whatsoever, my friend. And regarding anything else that is coming, I don't have any comment, but future competent, as I mentioned. Don Cedo asks, do you personally have an ending you consider canon? I mean, my friend, if I will say something that I consider an ending a canon, everyone will think that it's in canon. The canon is the one that you guys consider canon, okay? That is the one that is for you, you know? Yeah? That is exactly the one. Is the team you recruited for the modder still working for the CDPR? Oh yes, absolutely. Benz and his crew, Benz, Moritz, Attila. I forgot one person, but I don't remember who that was. So yes, of course they are. Been playing Cyberpunk since PlayStation 2. Best game ever. Okay, I never know if you guys are trying to tell me that you played Cyberpunk on PlayStation 2 or you were playing the game on the on PlayStation 2. Vic Koldis asks, did he also play Vesemir in which one? I think you're referring to Miłogost Reczek. Unfortunately, Vic, I don't know. I am working to the project since The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. I started at the beginning to end of 2011, beginning 2012. So like close to 11 years now. I don't know if he was playing Vesemir in The Witcher 1. Machiavelli. We know you guys are working on car chases and police system feature. It's huge V. I'm glad you like it, Machiavelli. Huge W, sorry. I also wonder if you guys gonna add gigs quests that take advantage of these vehicles. It would be so cool to have gigs that take places in highways of Night City. Oh, very, very cool comment, Machiavelli. Thank you for that. I unfortunately, as you can imagine, can't comment on the future content, but I'm really glad to hear that you like it and that you would want more of that chases on the highways and quests regarding this. Reap Polish Victor, best Ripper dog in Night City. Chaimfrach Road. Oh, Chaimfrach, so we are Polish and you have this Arabic nickname. That is very sneaky, my friend. Ramboner asks, Chum equals soon? No, my friend. Chum does not equal soon. Cyber Wildlife Park, most underrated combat theme. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was playing just a moment ago. Sorry, as you can imagine, I'm behind with the comments. Holy shit. Brendan Quest was brilliant, who designed that stuff. It was designed by Rafał Jankowski and implemented by Oleksiy Chapaj. Those are the people that worked on this quest, my friend. I'm glad you liked it. Tervel 3037 wrote, can you tell us more about Cyberpunk's original story? The story must have changed a lot throughout the development process. Yeah, my friend, that's kind of normal. The story must have changed a lot. I'd love to know how different it used to be. I love the game and I love best trivia. I would highly appreciate if it could share some light on a topic which would otherwise never be broken down for us. I love the game and I love how open the team is. I mean, Tervel 3037, my friend, I would love to talk to you about this, but I cannot really share the details that we would want to. There's many reasons for that. One reason is we may use some of those things. We did that in the past when we've been working on one thing and, the idea or the threads, that we had developed for something and decided not to use were used for something else. So that's like one case, that's why I don't want to tell you that. But second thing is, every time when we mention things like this, players always consider that a cut content, which is completely not true. Every time when we do that, we replace it with something better. Because this is what you guys want from us, right? You want the best possible quality we can deliver. So the previous storylines, or versions of storyline, because it's not really storylines, but versions of the storyline must have been worse than the one that we decided to deliver for you. So that's why those are two main reasons I think I wouldn't want to talk about the previous versions of the story. It may still be used, and it might be misunderstood by people who will see like clips from the stream, or just I don't know, articles or something mentioning that. It really becomes a clickbait content, and I don't really want that. Okay, Tervel 3037. Like, we are sharing things, like slowly as the game is aging, I would say. We are showing behind the scenes stuff slowly, when it becomes less and less clickbaity, I would say. And I think it needs to stay like this, Cyberpunk is a bit too hot topic, let's call it like this, in general, my friend. Jesus, I'm not keeping up with this chat. Sharon wrote, "Hey, I love the game. I was wondering if there are any plans to give V more options in terms of cyberware visually, like Takemura or Ro, legs, arms. Also need lots of NPC clothes." Sharon, so first of all, we absolutely know about that, because like you guys have been very vocal about this topic. It actually makes us so happy when we see all of those like banging mods with the clothing, when you guys just make the clothes you would want to wear. I really love that. I love seeing this. That's why we are supporting modders. I loved, like, last week, was it, when like Cyberpunk official account shared this mod for the radio, but also like there's so many amazing mods already out there specifically for clothing. So I really like the fact that the players, because you guys want something, you're making it, so that's one thing. Second thing is, like, regarding, because you asked about like cyberware and clothes and so on, we definitely know that you guys would want that. That's as much as I can say. Like, I was talking even like in the past few weeks, and even last time, a few days ago, with our lead character artist, Grzegorz Magiera. I was talking with Grzesiek, about this, and he's like, he's a wonderful guy. He and his team are really like doing whatever they can to, deliver you guys banging content. Okay, my dears, I'm feeling like slowly we should maybe consider playing the game. How do you feel about it? Because, like, to be honest, the time is, time is passing, so maybe we should move on. Oh god. Greg Wargamer. So Greg Wargamer writes, "I want to thank you, all the team, for making such a good game. I just started my 4th playthrough, and I love how you play the game with so many different ways of handling enemies. I'm thinking about trying speedrunning the game for the 5th playthrough. What is your opinion on speedrunning?" Oh, I think the speedrunners and the speedrunning community is really, really interesting. I remember I was really watching closely, the people speedrunning The Witcher 3. I've also have seen, like, recently, that was not recently, a few months back, sorry, the speedrun of, that was like Dark Souls 3, I believe. And honestly, like, that game just bit the shit out of me. And seriously, the like the way how the guy was or girl or a person was speedrunning. This person was speedrunning the game was just insane. It was just literally insane. Seriously, it's mind-blowing. So yes, I mean, it's very impressive what speedrunners are doing. And I think the speedrun of Cyberpunk right now is like 7 hours? Something like that. I think that was the case, I was actually checking it. It's funny, I was actually checking it few days, literally a few days ago. Yeah, I'm just checking this Cyberpunk speedrun. Oh, I don't think I'm... okay, I cannot find it right now. I'm sorry. Or at least cannot find the reliable data. It seems that the fastest was 7 hours 41 minutes. So that seems to be, but I again, maybe there is maybe there is more. So it's pretty insane, to be honest, to do Cyberpunk in 7 hours 40 minutes. I did play over 200 hours of Cyberpunk right now on the stream. I mean, let alone, you know, the in the studio during development and stuff. Banana 33rd. Banana 33rd asks, hello, how is The Witcher 4 going? I don't know, my friend. I never heard about that game. I heard about New Witcher Saga that we have announced, and I'm pretty sure it's going okay-ish, you know? So here you go. As you can imagine, my friend, I can't tell you too much about this. Way too early. You know, my NDA is, you know, permitting me to speak about stuff like that. Kinosha Live, you have stated before that you can't comment on things in development, but what are your opinions on Cyberpunk in general? Do you wish to do more of it? I mean, Kinosha, we talked about that topic many times in the streams, so I don't want to repeat myself too much because there's a lot of regulars that will be probably bored about, you know, me going back to this topic. But I absolutely love working on Cyberpunk. I love working on expansion, and this is the way for me to make more of it for you. I can't comment about anything else, you know, as you can imagine. But I can wait for expansion, and it's gonna be an interesting time. Let's say it like this. It's gonna be interesting time. Tervel 1337 wrote answering my answer. Totally understandable. Thank you so much for the response. Cyberpunk's story is one of the best stories I've ever experienced. Has my increased curiosity. You still gave me an interesting insight nevertheless, and I'm sincerely thankful for your response. No worries, Tervel 3037. I'm glad, my friend, you were with us. Machiavelli, what's your favorite ending? Be honest, please, and why? Mine is The Sun by Don't Fear the Reaper. Waves, what is my favorite ending? I think I told you guys already. My favorite ending is the one when you give Johnny the body. Because the reason why I like this ending the most is that you start with this like parasite sort of almost in your head, you know? And this parasite is like intentionally depicted by us as a complete asshole. And throughout the game, and throughout all of those conversations with him and situations, and getting to understand his memory, and his long-term memory slowly leaking to your short-term memory, therefore you are having all of those visions. You as a player are slowly like understanding this guy, feeling, you know, getting into his shoes. And I really like the most this ending because this is the one when you decide, okay, fuck this shit, Johnny, you know, take the body, you deserve sort of the second chance almost, you know. So that's the one, my friend, that I would consider, I think, the most interesting for me. Yes, it was Bells of Laguna Band, and right now it's Urban Down Under playing. Magda wrote, please play Road Race today. Okay, Magda, we can try. Jesus Christ. Just curious, have you played the game Observer? Yes, I did, Celeste X. I did play Observer. It's by Bluebird Team, I believe. Our like I would say friends, devs from you know, from the Bluebird Team in the in Kraków. Plastic Moon asks, how are you? I'm pretty fine, I think I'm pretty fine. Very busy, I would say. You know my terms, very busy. By the way, talking about busy, next week I'm flying to Amsterdam because of the fact that I am going to be speaking about Cyberpunk and The Witcher 3 quest designs, a design like lessons basically from the quest design. I will be speaking on the Dutch Game Day conference, and I will be during the Dutch Game Awards ceremony. So I'm quite stoked by that. I'm going to meet some of the friends who are working for us or used to work for us from the, I would say, Dutch game dev. So I'm quite happy about the trip. I'm going to play a lot of Zelda on my Switch. Machiavelli wrote second expansion, please. Machiavelli, I thank you for your comment. Kinosha wrote, apologies, I'm fairly new to this stream, so I appreciate any answer you give. Hey, no worries, man. Or girl. Don't worry about it. I can't wait for the DLC. Invar 95 wrote. Oh yeah? I mean, I can't wait to be honest. You guys can't imagine. Anyway, no, I'm not going to speak about how hyped I am, because this makes you guys hyped, and I don't want to get you hyped, okay? I want to get you hyped. Anyway, I will be hyped, you know, calmly inside myself. Let's do it like this. Got Ixo wrote, would love you if you guys could collab more with artists from different mediums like cyberpunk, manga, anime, with other studios and so on. Got Ixo, that's a cool, interesting comment. Like, we are actually doing like bunch of different, like, you know, comic books right now, you know, that are happening, or have been released, or I think like some was announced just recently. So we are working on things like this, and you know, like, we're definitely looking like into options, you know, what as a studio we can do. So like I think there's a lot of, like, I would say, openness towards that, but you know, again, not speaking about any future content, my dears. Okay, how much the launch influenced the development of the DLC? Well, I mean, so the thing is, this question is tricky because, like, if I say too much, it will turn into news, you know, Hooperdome. So I don't want to say too much, my friend here. Like, obviously, you know, it has influenced the development of the expansion. First and foremost, because, like, the work on the patches and so on took significant amount of time. You all know that, you know. There was COVID. There was also, you know, the situation that we had with the hack that really threw spanner in the works, and it was a complex situation to handle. You know, to operate in. So naturally, it has influenced the development. But at this point in time, I can't share much, my friend. You know, like, we do obviously, like, react, you know, to what is happening. What you guys say about the game, how game is selling, you know, how game is being reviewed. All of those things. So, and the launch, of course, had a tremendous impact on the studio. Like, you guys know, because there was, like, numerous situations when we openly spoken about it. You know, our board, you know, members have been talking about, you know, the transformation that we're undergoing inside the studio, as well organizers on one. It's, of course, you know, well on the way. The transformation, it's already over a year or so when that transformation happened, but you know, it takes slowly the time, you know. So yes. Okay, gonna mute for spoilers. Hooperdome wrote. Well, I mean, I'm trying not to spoil too much. Well, okay, I mentioned the ending, I guess. Are the ideas for second expansion going to Cyberpunk sequel? Cabrix wrote. My friend, this is like the question that I obviously cannot answer. My friend, I'm sorry. Thank you for your question. I appreciate your, like, trying to get some info, but I can't speak much about this. Chimefrag wrote, interesting bug, at least on PS5, the radio doesn't play any audio in the Villefort Cortez. I think we were even on the stream using Villefort Cortez and it worked. It would be great, my friend, if you would if you know actually how that happened, like in what circumstances, if you could let know our customer support, my friend, I would be really thankful. Adishal asks, has Anime's success recalibrated the team's future plans for Cyberpunk, another DLC, or future expansions on the world? Oh god, my friend, you know that I can't answer this question. This is like, even if I would... no, it's just like, there's no circumstances in which I can answer this question, my friend. This is like strictly under NDA, like the plans of the studio, that are not public yet. I can't just talk about it randomly. I'm really sorry. Like, what I can say is, like, we definitely observe, what you guys are saying and what is happening, with the game, how game is perceived, and so on. So this is like, nobody is being blind to it. But that's it. That's as much as I can say. Hi, are you taking a closer look to some timing of quests to make it more natural? For example, when Takemura calls V that he is with Hanako in abandoned building like 10 seconds after he grabs her on a platform. Is that a bit too late for this kind of improvements? I mean, well, there's almost never too late for any improvement. So that's one thing. Second thing is, yes, I mean, that kind of sounds like a bug. Probably there was... maybe there is like multiple different cases when that call can happen, and in one of the scenarios it's not tweaked properly. Thank you for making me aware, Stranger 3. Also, like, when you have like observations like this, you can always point it out to our customer support. They're really, really awesome in making sure that all of those things are getting to us. Like, I am the guy that is like specifically, taking care of the things that our customer support sends to us. So it's always nice, if you guys do that, so that we can, like, properly handle it. Medicamentos asks, Pavel, how are the chances to the project gets the Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines IP? Oh, my friend, I mean, the thing is, like I love personally Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That was like a fantastic game. I love the lore, there, but as you can imagine, I can't, I can't talk too much about like any future plans or even potential for getting an IP, because this could turn into a news. So no, my friend, I'm sorry, no comment regarding this. Sapphire Road Roach Race is so addictive. I'm glad you think so, my dear. So this is the Suits Are Scared song that is playing. Neon Tiger wrote, Pavel, can we, the players and fans, do to bolster the success of things 2077 related? I'm sure you heard people wanting a second DLC and such. I mean, of course, my friend, I keep on hearing about it constantly. People speak about it on forums, on Twitter, on Reddit, on Discord. People keep on, asking the questions about it on the stream. So, I think just, the fact that, like, if we see it as a discussed topic, then of course, for us as a studio, it's of course, very clear. But again, I cannot, assure you of anything, my friend. Like, those are like the decisions of, what project we are working on and so on. Those are the decisions that are impacting like absolutely whole studio. Those decisions are taken by the key people, not by me. I can only advise, when those decisions are made. So that's it, my friend. Like, one thing that I can do myself now is to just, give you the best fucking expansion I can only get, to make for you. Sanoji25, any chance an Edgerunners inspired bomber jacket or a replica of David's jacket will be released for sale? I have the samurai bomber from the CyberpunkDeservesBetter store and I love it, Chum. Oh yeah, I also have it. Like, I actually have every single jacket that we released. I even have the female one, the black milk one, you know, the dark green with the Witcher logo. I love that one too. I was like, because it's a black milk collection, and black milk is, maybe some of you know, it's a kind of exclusive brand primarily for female body time, so I just bought it anyway for myself. I loved it, and yeah, even Sapphire, when she visited me, I think she wore it at some point, so this jacket's awesome. But anyway, my friend, thank you for your comment. It's actually pretty cool. I am suspecting that maybe, you know, our you know, people from the Red Git store, maybe they discussed the such topic and so on. I would love that kind of jacket, to be honest. But you know, I can't really promise anything, my friend, because again, I'm not working in our Red Gear shops. I have no idea. Henry Hardy wrote, I bought a sneak into Dead game day and touch Pavel to get his anti-aging powers. Okay. My anti-aging powers. That's very interesting. It's a very interesting objective. Did you guys watch the She-Hulk? I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm not going to spread around my anti-aging powers, if there are any. Torak asks, will you guys release David's jacket as a merchandise? Again, I was answering it just a moment ago. My friend, I have no idea, to be honest. Is your Among Us name Pavel Susko? KP1 asks, who knows? Maybe. Pavel, I hope you get triggered to make more Edgerunners. Hoigwai says, well, I mean, my chums that I can't talk about any future content, so hey, you know, what can I say, my dears? Grand Moff John, hello and thank you for being with us, wrote, I hope you all let me sit, drink and eat in bars and restaurants in the future update. Whew. Thank you for your comment, my friend. I know you guys would love that. How can we, the players, make the best of our voices heard, support the game in the hopes they're getting more DLC support for Cyberpunk? I mean, I believed I answered that question. Oh yes, Neon Tiger, I'm so behind. The chat, I'm trying to keep up, but Chums want more Cyberpunk. Okay, cool. Oh, I see that Connor's with us. So, my dearest, Connor is our destruction artist. That's David. David, thank you so much for being with us. People always ask about you, you know, when you're not here from the very beginning. So, thank you, Connor, for being here. Pablo asked, Pablo, did you play Planescape Torment? Absolutely. My friend, Planescape Torment was like when I started my first experiences with games. Baldur's Gate 1 and after Baldur's Gate 2 and Planescape Torment, they were the games that kind of like shaped my feeling and kind of convinced me that I really want to work in games. Specifically, Baldur's Gate 2 was the game like this, but I loved Planescape Torment. I was so shocked when like the main twist was revealed. It just like knocked me off, honestly. Absolutely loved that game. Cyberpunk for me is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Hades 2078 wrote. Interesting. Definitely there are similarities, I would say, in some designs, so I'm glad you think so. Aqua Falls Olyav says, hello Pavel, good luck with your upcoming DLC, Phantom Liberty. Hope some rumors about the second DLC, Crystal Palace, are come true. We need more story content. Best wishes from Kazakhstan. First of all, thank you, my friend, for watching us from Kazakhstan. The thing is that I cannot speak to you about any future content, my friends. So, not confirming or denying any rumors whatsoever, but thank you for your comment. Hello, Connor. Great that you're with us. As I already mentioned, my chum, we missed you. I think 2 or 3 streams ago, you weren't here and everyone was asking about you. Hey Pavel, why the interactions in Cyberpunk are so limited? Rintaha, as I imagine you're asking primarily about like interactions with people and stuff, but also like with the world itself. So like, I don't know, sitting in bars, restaurants. That's at least how I understand your question. I mean, I am completely aware that you guys are disappointed with that factor. You know, I think we are aware of that, that it's an issue and would be good, you know, for the game, you know, to keep on working on that topic. But again, I can't really offer you anything more here, you know, Rintaha. Definitely something that should have been treated with more priority in my books, you know, in my understanding. Can you give us a Cyberpunk Easter egg nobody had said yet? Oh, my friend, you guys didn't find so much that I didn't know where to start. We were talking about it already. I Stay Divine. I Stay Divine. That's a very interesting nickname. I salute you, my friend. By the way, would love to have some sort of a random gigs generator. Oof. But that random gigs generator wouldn't be like a you know, strong story content, right? It probably wouldn't be. So, you know, it's not really our style, I would say, you know, our style of the narrative. Let me put it like this. So I'm not sure how I feel myself about random gigs generator, you know, like I love when the content that is like generated is also like high quality and so on. The you know, like stuff, for instance, that you know, a Bastion or maybe Hades does, you know, which is like it is generated, it is randomized to some extent, but then there is a very clear like story dressing to it. I really like that. So you know, the I am not really like a fan of like completely just randomly generated stuff, because just in most cases it kind of lacks proper quality, I would say. Like I'm talking about narrative quality right now. My dears, we are switching to the game. How are you feeling about this? Finally, it's time to play some Cyberpunk, my chums, because we've been faffing around so long. Can you hear the game? Yes, you can hear the game. Excellent. Yes, and you can see the game. So this is where we ended and ended on last time. I'll keep on looking on the chat, obviously, as last time. Do you like Tesla W robot? Do you think it might be the beginning? Sepurta says, well, I mean, I've seen, but I didn't watch the We Love AI conference from Tesla, so I can't give you any more of an educated answer. I just seen like some videos that Tesla published on their that Tesla has published on their Twitter account. Oh, very cool shoes, my friend. God damn it. He is like nailing this walk on those shoes. Damn. This is so difficult, by the way, to walk like this. Anyway, going back to the Tesla question, my friend, I can't really give you too much of an educated answer, unfortunately, because simply I am not too accustomed, at least yet, with what Tesla's specifically doing. Do I think it's the beginning? Well, you know, I think the beginning happened long time ago, you know. Just to give you an example, just look at the Mid-Journey and what is actually happening, because of what Mid-Journey is doing, There is so much... Ooh. Interesting. So I absolutely, my friend, think that the beginning has happened a long time ago. We got this hypercritical gun. I think we're gonna upgrade this, right? I think we can. Let me go to crafting. Exactly. Let's go, my chums. Okay, let's go to upgrades. I'm not gonna even... let's upgrade this beauty. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, let's go here, and I am going to... Let's check it. Damn. Okay, so thermal damage, crit chance bonus, ricochet damage, burn chance, headshot damage. Interesting. Hidden places, exit the next level, oh sure. Get legendary gorilla arms to wield the O5 sniper, they will boost your body. Oh really? How I can get the legendary gorilla arms though? Who sells it, my friend? I am going to definitely check this out. Yeah, try hypercritical power, I am going to. Your V looks so badass. Thanks for transmog. Yeah, I love my my V in the way she looks. To be honest. Inola wrote, Pava, I checked it out. PC Gamer top 100% games in Half-Life, Dragon Age, GTA, Zelda is on the list. So don't feel bad. It's such a terrible list. I mean. Yeah, that list is a bit random, but again, it's an opinion of some journalists who believe like that, and they didn't even include it, even late on the list. So it was kind of saddening for me to see. Then Don Seto asks, when having a quest system that has the potential for many players to never see lots of the stuff that is in the game, what is your philosophy on how to balance what should be forced quest paths and optional? I'd love to hear your insight, especially when talking about costs of content that might never be seen by many. Excellent question, Don Seto. Excellent question, my friend. The thing is that specifically after Cyberpunk has released, we could actually see that, quite a lot, when people were commenting on, that the game is too short, that they never seen some of the content, at all. That people simply didn't see the some of the content at all, and they were commenting that the game is way too short, So I think with Cyberpunk we have made some mistakes, because I think too much of story-heavy content that we have tried to make as high quality as we could. Like, for instance, River storyline, Panam storyline, the Kerry Eurodyne's storyline, Rogue storyline, all that stuff is actually optional, right? Like, you as a player, you can just run straight, just middle path, kind of ignore completely the side content, not be bothered with that, and just then say online that you were disappointed because the game is 25 hours long. I believe that if you just go like that, it's basic and ignore everything, it's just 25 hours straight. Those are at least the average numbers for the people who are doing it quickly, sort of. So if you do it like that, you are vastly disappointed. And I think we have made a mistake. I made a mistake here, basically by giving too much agency into players' hands to take care of their experience, Because I'm a believer of, I don't want to be handheld too much. I want to really be... sorry, I need to go to and check if I actually have some components to craft. I don't want to be, handheld too much as a player, and I really like, and that's why, you know, Cyberpunk puts so much into your hands as a player, so that you can decide, okay, you know, how you want to play the game. But the thing is, the mistake that I think I made is that I assumed that players will just like sort of run, if they want to run the main story, that would be their sort of decision, and if they do, then they will understand that it's their decision. While what happened was that was treated a bit more as a unconscious choice of like, yeah, I just did the main story because like I'm used to that in RPGs the side content is shit, so I just do the main story and post online that I hate Cyberpunk because it's way too short and what the hell they did, you know, and I don't like the game. And I think that was my mistake, you know, like a lot of the key events, they should be on the main path and they should be required. Not everything, but a bit more. Not everything. Because like, I think that, Logwire wrote, lol, people taking responsibility for their experience in current millennia, seriously. Well, I mean, Logwire, so this is an interesting topic. Look at the Elden Ring. Elden Ring is exactly built like this, you know? Like, the players are taking kind of responsibility for their own experience, you know? Because if you don't do the tutorial, the game can be absolutely horrible for you. If you didn't play other Soul-like games, you might be really caught off guard by the way how the game is. So the Elden Ring shows that players are capable of taking care of their own experience, you know? I think that Cyberpunk has this issue of confusing messaging, because like you can see that the main storyline has a very clear, very strong drive, you know, we have all those like map pins on the map, GPS that shows you where to go, right? But in the same time, we expect you to explore and see things on your own, right? This is in conflict inside the design of the game. When you look at the Elden Ring, the way they did it is they tell you, we are not telling you shit. Just figure it out on your own. And then as a player, your mindset is, okay, I need to figure it out on my own. While in Cyberpunk, you are a bit thinking, they are telling me what to do, so that's fine. So I'm just following what they are telling me. And then you end up basically playing the main storyline and sort of ignoring very high quality side content that we spend so much time working on. So Logwire, that's the logic, you know? Like, I think that there is a way to make sure that the player's mindset is tuned to taking care of their experience, being like, if I want to play Cyberpunk like Call of Duty and just run the main path and shoot shit, I can. And if I want to play it as a deep RPG, I can. And if I want to play it as an action game, I can, right? And I think there is a way to do that. It's just that we have failed to do this, you know, because of the, I would say, confusing choices on a design level regarding the game. And this is a very complex and long topic to discuss. But I definitely see here my mistake in how I was seeing and understanding the game's construction, you know. Anyhow, sorry guys for such a long answer. Elden Ring creates interesting environments that pique your interest. So taking advantage of that curiosity to incentive exploration is fantastic design. Exactly. Brigbane. Very, very well said. Exactly. But you can see that's the thing. You know, this is why the Elden Ring here has an upper hand, definitely. Because Elden Ring in this case is very coherent, you know, in its design. And this is very important. Okay, chums. Let's just go into crunches. Okay, we have the crunches made. I'm going to fucking pack them in that hypercritical. Okay, well, you know, it's upgraded to legendary level. It's crafted up as much as I could. It has 4 crunches. Okay, I don't think there is a way to fucking make this do more damage at this point. Well, I mean, it's not that my guns are like short on damage in any way, but I was actually curious how to do that. Okay, my chums, we have ton of side content still to do here specifically for our friend Sebastian Ibarra, El Padre. First visit Judy. Why should I visit Judy the first time, Camille? Is there anything we didn't see in Judy's apartment? Because I think we did, right? Like, because we visited Judy on last stream. So I don't think there is anything. There is anything that we still have to do in Judy's place. First visit Juby and take that Mox. Oh yeah, the Mox shotgun. Okay, I get it. Okay, I mean, let's. I will then check the secret place. Sorry, the hidden place, and then we can go. Go up the stairs and go behind Regina's headquarters. You will enter small place there. Then check hallway between Regina's quarters and Lizzie's bars. Lizzie's bar. Okay. Do I? Because I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly the way to Regina's headquarters, and that is not cool. That is not cool at all, my friends. Do you have your new favorite apartment for V? I didn't buy it yet, but that would be the Corpo Plaza for me. Lord of Rivia! Hello, my friend. Nice to have you. So, my chums, Lord of Rivia is our dear senior mod, and Lord of Rivia is also an author of the outline that you're seeing here on the stream, and Lord of Rivia is also an author of those emotes that, you know, of The Witcher and Cyberpunk emotes. That you can see. Thank you, Tristan, for being with us here. Yes, exactly. The loft in Gwen is so awesome. Viper Toulouse wrote. Oh, I'm glad you like it, my friend. That was not exactly what I wanted to do, but again, it worked out. So I have went exactly the opposite, right? Did I? But this is not here. Regina is not here. Regina's up there. I just don't remember the way how to get to her. But let me check it really quickly. Oh shit. Those chums are not liking me there. Okay. How are you feeling about testing the hypercritical? Lol. Jesus Christ. Like the sound is like as I'm shooting the fucking cannon. I am going to die. Those gangers are nasty. Come over here. Oh shit. Okay, that's a decent damage. Whew. Interesting. Explosive rounds. Oh yeah. The sounds of the explosive rounds are so cool. Actually Eskiel, who is with us, Eskiel, who's with us on the chat, can say something about it, as you know, he is from the audio department. Okay, my chums, I quite like this gun, to be honest. We will be switching between those three. What is your least liked character in the game and why? My least liked character? I mean, I guess I would probably mention some random characters, but I guess this is not what you're asking. So I guess from more important characters, least liked. So I like Kerry a lot. I really like River and Judy. I like Panam for sure, from the main characters. So from Nomads, From Nomads, I definitely like, you know, Mitch. I like Bob. I like Evelyn. I really like Dix. I honestly, this is a really difficult question for me, my friend, to answer, because the thing is, like, if I wouldn't like some character, I would probably ask to change it, or would just like work with my designers to find a way how to change him, you know. So it's like, So it's not easy for me to tell, you know, what character I don't like, actually. To be completely frank with you. Jesus. Double jump, by the way, changes the game so much. To be honest, my friends. Okay, she is there. I am honestly... Oh. Now I have it. Oh, yes. We remember this, don't we? Kiwi's base. Young Poe asked anything new to say on FF06B5. Please give us something. I mean, my friend, not much. I cannot really tell you much, unfortunately. You know, as I mentioned, like, it needs to be in your hands, my friends. You know, you jumped over that place. Oh, really? Okay. I thank you for pointing it out. You know, I will try to find it, you know, right now. Yeah, double jump is great. Double jump literally, like, seriously changes the game, you know. A cel-shaded anime-style cyberpunk game would be cool. Maybe episodic like Hitman, Wheelford says. Oh, interesting, you know. Interesting comment. Okay, so I went over that place as... Camille said. Let's jump here. I am literally hitting that. I'm literally hitting that ceiling with my head. Nope, not jumping there today. Not jumping there today. New Game Plus, triple jump. Oh, yeah. Exactly, you can, like, jump over the whole city, you know? I went over it. Now, this doesn't really look like something I should be exploring. And this is the jump down there. Hello, friend.
It blows.
Okay, I guess it blows. He says it blows. My troops, I think I'm not going to find this shit ever in my life. Just about to finish the game for the second time. Absolutely amazing experience. Thanks for all you guys' hard work. Hey, you know, that's awesome. Thank you for playing. Oh, he's right. This too borrowed. It blows. That's cool. The fuck? If you say that it blows, my friend. Okay, this is Regina. This is not it. Okay, this place we quite know, don't we? Oh, hello.
Come on in.
Nice to meet you. Are we getting Skippy back, or is it in the stash always to be or is the stash always going to be incomplete? Oh yeah, that's the question that so many of you asked, my friend. That's one really empty club. That's really empty. I think they are going to get fucking bankrupt, you know, on all those.
Hey.
They're really going to get bankrupt.
Successful meeting?
Very.
Oh, I can ask about Evelyn.
Hey, Mateo. How well do you know Evelyn?
Mateo is a giga chat. Oh, yes.
Please. You know I ain't buying that.
Bars in 2020. Oh, you mean like during the pandemic?
She come here often, Evelyn?
She didn't tell you?
Didn't come up.
She comes around sometimes.
See Judy?
Maybe.
They close?
You know, been nice to chat, but I gotta get back to work.
I mean, you're definitely busy, you know.
Still got a few questions.
Mateo
actually.
most handsome man in
Wanna
Night
get your
City.
info on Lizzie's clientele, go ask them yourself. Those are the rules.
Right. Thanks. What's on the menu?
Is that the start chat? I don't think it's a start chat. It's his like vendor dialogue basically that he has. Yeah, I remember Chooms when we were designing all of those brands, you know, and discussing, you know, what kind of beers, how many colas, how many, you know, sodas, waters, wines, cigarettes, condoms, you know, we need from all of those different brands. It was like such an awesome time. You know, I love those brands. Actually, like that is like one of the more satisfying, I would say, part of Cyberpunk for sure.
Thanks.
For me is like the fact that
going?
you know the world is also realized through the, you know. I love this song. Why the hell it's so empty? I want to buy yellow jacket from David Martinez. Yeah. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Yeah. It's empty because the clubbers go home at 6. Okay. When the trains start again. All right. Machiavelli says, you said however we end the game is the canon ending. But this probably may complicate future Cyberpunk games lore because V's action in the ending, aside from suicide ending, every action V takes hugely impact the lore. He basically become more legendary than Morgan Balakin himself. What is your thoughts on this? As a storyteller, you may have some reasonable answer for this. Well, I mean, I do have answer for it, Machiavelli, but I'm not going to do that because it's just talking about like possible future content.
Come on in.
Thanks, but you know, it's completely empty there. Damn, she looks awesome. Anyway, my dears, okay, you were asking me to jump to Judy's place. Service point, let's go custom, let's go your apartments. I think that is Judy, right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Yes, that is Judy. Okay, let's jump to Judy's place to get the mocks. I'm actually not sure what car did we have last time. Oh, the Javelina. What? The fuck? The skid marks are interesting. What the fuck is this traffic? Hello? Oh, they bumped each other? What the hell? How am I supposed to... Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you doing, Chooms, here? Jesus Christ. Oh, this is still... Militech is still here after the... After they were trying to find Tiny Mike. Damn it! Arasaka doesn't care about the road. Yeah, I mean, clearly. They're like, fuck this shit. Okay, chums, we are close to Judy's place. Will we meet Johnny in V's body next sequel? I was so impressed that they hit the car on the way. Doran2404. My chum, thank you for your comment. However, no comments about future content. But you know, I appreciate I appreciate you're here. You know, that's very cool. Deadly Doodle. Hi, I played the game day one on PC for a week, put it aside, didn't touch it since. I plan to pick it up again with the DLC. The comments are scrolling. Do you remember waiting or already finish a playthrough before February? Do you recommend waiting or already finish a playthrough before February? I mean, my friend, I cannot answer this question properly because, you know, I cannot give you any hints about any possible release of the expansion. So, you know, it's up to you, you know, it's your call. Like, if you have played Cyberpunk on release and you left it after the week, then you didn't play on, then you have played on what, on 1.1 patch, or not even that. So you have not seen the game from 1.2 to 1.6. We have added and expanded many things and fixed or improved many things. So I think it makes sense to play it, you know. But again, it's your call, chum. You know, how you wanna do it. That's as much as I can say. Boss of your stream. I really like your nickname, boss of your stream. Almost 2 years passed from record sales. Where's DLC? Where's Next Gen Witcher 3? What's wrong with CDPR, Pavel? Well, I mean, my friend, what's wrong? The game required a lot of work, you know, and we have put that work in the form of the patches and updates for Cyberpunk. And we are trying to give you things at the time when they're ready, you know, and that was with 1.6, that was with 1.5. The record sales that we're mentioning are because we have improved the game significantly, you know. So I hope that answers your question. We are just putting work in, you know, and we're working on it. Like, you know, we said when is that the Witcher 3 Next Gen update is coming in the fourth quarter 2022. We said that the expansion's coming on in 2023, right? No, so and the work is continuing, my friend. Best weapon against consumerism is meditation. Guadaluz wrote. Interesting discussions you guys are having. Okay, let's go. Oh, Dr. Paradox is on.
I was just thinking of you. And before you ask, no, you weren't wearing clothes. Oh, before I forget, some lady called me, Elizabeth something. Said she had a job for someone with an eye for virtues. Told her to drop you a line.
Interesting. I remember when we were talking with Sarah and Patrick, you know, how to make this connection. I don't know whose idea that was, that Judy suggested V, but yes, as a person who will be working as a good person for work. Mox. Suited for high reflexes, low reload speed. Modded barrel reduces spread while aiming. Okay, interesting. Iconic Mox power shotgun. Jesus, I have so. This is called Chow. I literally read that it's called Chad, and I'm like, I wasn't been aware that we have a gun called A22B Chad. But hey, you know, things are. It's really. Let us dismantle this Mox. Why should I dismantle the Mox? I was thinking actually not to dismantle the Mox, but I was thinking, Camille, I will throw this one into my... I'll throw those guns into my... Yeah, I will do the same with O5, because until I have the legendary gorilla arms, I won't be able to carry this, unfortunately. Okay, chums. I think we got it. Right, I'm going to go, because I'm curious, can I actually do the legendary... That's Bloody Maria. Because this is epic and iconic. Alright, and then when I craft this, will I be able to... This is Bloody Maria, right? Overwatch, Ashura, those we know. Okay. Let me go here. Why did you do that? Because I want to use it. I want to try it. I want to try it simply, Camille. You know, that's the plan. That's the plan. Just want to be trying different guns and stuff, you know, so that I don't always like run around with exactly same stuff. But I'm just thinking, like, I cannot upgrade it more. No, I can't. Don't really see it. That is big Sag. Oh no, it is here. I knew that I will be able to. I literally overflow in components, so there's no problem. You know, I can throw that one in. Why not? Okay, let's go throw the crunches in, so that we'll have a ton of fucking damage. Where are you? What the fuck's going on? I am, my friend, upgrading my gun. That is what... that's not the countermass. That's not what I wanted to use. Yes. Okay, chums. That would be... Okay, we have this. I just want to try it. I just want to try this one. Mod list is out tomorrow. Oh, hello, Tyler. Great to have you with us, my friend. We were just talking about you, you know. You wouldn't believe me, but literally that is exactly what was happening. We were talking about you, you know, so good that you have joined us. Trav 2K disassemble Overwatch. It's useless now. I mean, we will see. Maybe I can get the 20 body. VP Valentinos, if Cyberpunk gets Game of the Year or not, you guys still made a masterpiece of game, will forever be #1. I first played it on PS4. I've never give up on CDPR. You deserve the love, and you guys did help a lot of people. Pavel, tell the team. I said never stop fighting and never fade away. Thank you, Chum. Thank you, Chum. I think the team knows, you know, but I keep on telling them that.
Nice of you to think of me, Judy.
Hey, don't mention it. I just hope she's worth the eddies.
As far as cases go, it was interesting.
Hope the same went for your comp. What else is going on besides that?
Ah, you know, same old. Rather hear what you've been up to.
Yeah, tell me.
If I wasn't always on the move, you and I could spend more time together. Enjoy life.
Quality over quantity, V. Just focus on tying up all your loose ends. Then
Such
you
a
and
fucking
I are
cool
leaving
view.
this city
Jesus.
once and for all.
This view is like insane. Talking about a lot of geometry, chums, right? Moe Lucifer Morningstar, nice to have you with us. Bye-bye Overwatch lol. What are you guys talking about regarding that Overwatch? I don't understand what is going on that chat anymore. Machiavelli wrote, I love the quests that recognize the street cred level. As example, there are 2 quests that enemy scares from V because of this reputation street cred. It would be so badass to have more like those moments in the game. Other characters recognize V street cred. Yeah, I know what you mean, Machiavelli. So basically, like having things actually more coherent and connected with the game, and those systems really reflected in the reactions. Oh yeah, my friend, I know. Tyler Vicker wrote Blizzard shut Overwatch servers down today. Okay, chums. You guys, now I understand the jokes about Overwatch on the stream. Divide by zero clap. Step away. I try. You still wanna leave?
Still think about leaving Night City?
Yeah, someday. But as of right now, I've still got a reason to stay.
Oh really? Damn it! Like in this game has such an amazing like facial expressions and mimics and eyes and so on. I fucking love Red Engine and our programmers and animators for this. Like this is just so good. Holy fuck! This is so good.
Try to. Helps to keep it at the back of my mind.
Guarantee it does. People already say I've got a bounce in my step.
Did you see? You know, look at her eyes. Look how she looks up and like just rolls her eyes up. I just love moments like this.
Helps to keep it at the back of my mind.
Guarantee it does. People already say I've got a bounce in my step.
I fucking love this. It's like the actual like acting level, behavior. Starfish, so why are you leaving it for Unreal? Wrote, well, I mean, my friend, there are advantages and disadvantages of all the technology in the world.
Let's talk for a
I've been
little
using
while
in my career many
Delta
different
somewhere.
engines.
For you, I've got all day.
And I tell you that there's no engine that is just like perfect all the time. It's always a mixed bag, There are always great things and bad things in every engine.
What's new at the mocks?
Susie isn't giving me the time of day, as usual.
Couldn't you replace Susie and lead the mocks?
No way in hell. I'll stick with tuning virtues, thank you very much. If you haven't noticed, I'm not much of a people person.
I didn't notice, to be frank.
How'd you hook up with the mocks in the first place?
I thought Susie and the gang could really change something in this city. I believed in them.
Winded up business as usual?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Few Joy Toys' lives really changed for the better thanks to them.
Okay.
Got another question.
I remember like we screwed up in that quest so
Shoot.
badly. My chums. I remember that. Holy shit. I think Judy is a good person, Tyler wrote. Oh, that's nice, Tyler. That's nice. That's nice that you think so. I watched, by the way, I've seen you write that the mod list is out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Like, are we going to like make a video about it? I hope so. I hope so. What things do you think Witcher 3 has done better than Cyberpunk? What Witcher 3 has done better than Cyberpunk? It's not that simple of a question, actually. Like, I was thinking that I would probably have an answer right away, but I don't. Well, one of the things is, like, people talk about choices and consequences. That Cyberpunk has too little of those big choices. And we were talking about it that like some of them are just there, but they're not telegraphed enough. So like I would say point one, choices and consequences, but not them specifically, but telegraphing the consequences. I think Witcher did it better because of the way how the game it was. You had the mechanics of the flashbacks. Suddenly there was Dandelion speaking to you about like, what happened when Geralt decided to do this or that with the witches and stuff, right? You probably remember this. So those are the things that for sure like Witcher did better, telegraphing the consequences, choices and consequences. Because in Cyberpunk, it's a lot in players' hands. And if you, as a player, you don't take care of your experience and you don't look for them, you very often won't see them. So that's point one. I think point two would be like structurally, and I was talking about like maybe 30 minutes ago, like I made a mistake on my side, me and Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz mostly, because it was two of us making those decisions. Like I think that we should have made it in a way that you as a player, you need to play the key most important side content to progress the main story. It was too easy to play Cyberpunk in a way with ignoring everything and just doing the main story and then writing publicly that you hate the game because it's way too short and what the hell is it and so on. That's why the experience of players who played Cyberpunk and put a lot of time into it versus players who just tried it is so vastly different. So I think this is a second mistake. Cyberpunk and Witcher didn't make that mistake. Witcher forced you to do certain things. That's why its main story is much longer, because like it forced you to actually do those things for sure.
How's Virtue Tuning going? Scroll anything preem lately?
Depends what you call preem. Does smut count?
Guess I kind of have to be into a little bit of everything. When it comes to virtues, I'm mostly in it for the intel.
You mean seeing who killed who using what?
Yeah, something like that, but you see it differently. For you, it's art.
Smut is preem, Tyler wrote. Sure, sure. Which quests are you the most proud of from the base game and how did it evolve in development? The most proud. The most proud I'm of, I think, like, there would be like a lot of them, but the most proud of, I'm probably, wow, I mean, I would have to give you like a really long list, but I think the whole storyline of Takemura, I'm really proud of this one. It was pretty late, designed by Philip Weber and implemented, turned out fantastic. I really like that, really proud of the guy and what he was able to achieve here. I really like the Johnny's quests, the things specifically that Asia Radomska was working on. Part of it was also like my work, so I really like that, and the content, the quality there. I really like the storyline of the River Ward, specifically the way it starts, you know, with the with the jobs you're doing and so on, and then you know the whole investigation at the end. I really like the Judy storyline and you know what Sarah was able to achieve here, with her whole storyline, you know, from beginning till the end, till the Pyramid Song. I really like Kerry Eurodyne's quest, but again, this is like a large part was made by me and large part was made by Joanna Radomska. So I'm really proud of Asha, and I'm happy that I did fine, I would say, on that quest. And you know, there's the side content that I really like, you know, shit like, you know, Skippy, shit like Sinner Man, things like Flaming Crotch Man, you know, there was like so many cool things that you can do. So I think from quest side, I think those would be the things. But I'm aware I mentioned majority of the game now. Yeah, Brandon, Kruszwitz Road, exactly. You did a fantastic on the pickup though, the up to Afro. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Lots to learn still. Lots to learn. Is there anything from your own quest that you wish you would change that bother you? VP Valentina's wrote. Yeah, I mean, VP Valentina's, you know, like, not that I would change, but I would want to do more.
Always wondered. Why the smut industry?
Isn't it obvious? 2 minutes of real feels a week's pay.
Sure, but I thought someone like you wouldn't be into the whole objectification thing.
Objectification? Not in my virtues. My actors love what they do, and that's why everyone wants to feel them. Can't fake old school emotions.
Oh, here you go. That's very cool that you can talk to her about this.
How'd you get into virtues anyway?
I always had a techie streak ever since I was a little kid. When I felt my first virtue, I was like, hey, I can make this way better. So I tried, and I did.
Damn
And then it just snowballed from there.
Okay. Okay, Juby, let's
Something
change the
else I wanted to
subject.
talk about. Got all the time in the world.
One of my faves is the Hunt quest. Butzti 86 Road. Yeah, that's the River storyline. That's the that's like almost the last quest in his storyline. Were you involved into creating FF06B5? Yes. Is her neck a relic malfunction? Her neck a relic malfunction? I don't think so. Is there something wrong with her neck? Oh, that it's blinking like this. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's just a rendering. I think it's just a rendering issue here. On that piece. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, it's not a relic malfunction, my friend. Okay, chums, we got the mocks, we upgraded it. I think we are going to play the gig finally, because like we've been taking so much time. How about some road race? I mean, we'll play it in the apartment then. You know, why not? My favorite song's playing. My favorite song's playing. Because we're in customs. Let's go to jobs. Exactly. Okay. So let's go to this gig. I love this music, by the way, my chums. Jesus, what is going on here in this city? Shit, there's this blocked off part of the... Can I pass through here even? Cool, that was nice. Okay, chums, that was perfect. A very chill drive. Chris Barlea wrote right now, Cyberpunk is my favorite game, been playing it since release. Thank you for the people involved in the project. Thank you so much, Chris, for playing the game. Are you waiting for more Netflix Cyberpunk series? Oh, I mean, I would love to, but I'm not aware about anything more right now coming out. Like right now, I mean. Cyberpunk is not that popular as a genre. It's also quite expensive to produce, you know, considering all the visuals and the world, you know, all the augmentations, you know, cyberware and all that stuff. So, because of that, there's not this much happening, you know, normally. I took that turn way too sharply, my chums. I have a question. Is ever considered to make consumable BDs that you can actually dive into? Oh, my friend, I mean, we talked about it like internally long time ago, many times actually. The issue with that is that braindances are very expensive to produce, you know, because of the amount of animations they need, and just also design is quite complex, implementation is quite complex of them. So because of that, there's not this many of them. We made sure that we have like few of them in main story, few of them in side content, and that's pretty much how it is right now. And I always bring up this topic, my dears, that, you know, like, if we spend time making, you know, one thing, then we cannot, you know, spend time making something else. So it's always a choice of just doing one thing and not doing something else. for you. Okay. Jesus Christ, he literally tried to kill me. We need a braindance generating app. Oh god. You know, who knows? Maybe the modding community will figure out how to make you know, braindances. I think it's really difficult. So, but who knows? How difficult it is to make a T-Bug style training combat sequence chips. I mean, well, you know, it's completely new location, dialogues, you know, completely new sequence and quest implementation. So in this case, it's not difficult. It's kind of expensive. In case of the braindances, it's not only difficult but also expensive.
There's one thing I'll never get about the Corpo psyche. They got it all. Power, prestige, Scrooge levels of eddies, and they still act like complete gonks. Take my client, for instance. Some hotshot from Kangtao went and got wasted in Arroyo.
Okay.
And, well, Arroyo wasted him back. He's alive, but lost something valuable, whatever that means to these people. I need to find it before his overlords catch wind of it. Get to work. Details attached.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my dear rogue. I am quite aware what that is. I am quite aware what that is. So this is one of the gigs, I believe, that was added 1.6. I love Rogue's voice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely amazing voice actress. Exit to the next level. Will Red Mod eventually support more advanced features like level design, quest design, scene animations? I feel the community could do a lot to add to the game. I mean, so, you know, the tools that we are normally using, like in-house, those tools are, unfortunately, I don't want to use the word complicated, but they're like convoluted like hell, you know? Those tools are so that we can make absolutely everything we want, you know? So because of that, if the tool is very powerful, if tool can do everything, it becomes in the same time very complicated. And unfortunately, the tools for quests and cinematics, so stuff, you know, to make actual story content is the most complicated of all of it, really. Is really the most complicated tool set that we have. So that's the answer, you know, regarding the modding of those. Regarding the future, you know, I would love to see it. Like me personally, I would love to see that. But again, if that would be possible, I would say the time will tell, you know, my friend. Okay, my chums, let us focus actually on playing this gig. How do you feel about this? Jolly is a third-party dev animation tool. Well, Jolly was developed by the third party, as you said, but it was developed because we have started cooperating with them and we worked on it kind of together, you know, like there was lots of work done on our side and the side of the Jolly team to make it work like this. So it's not that the Jolly just appeared with nothing. There was an actual like game and game content that the team from Jolly had to work on, you know, so that was not something that you know, happened by itself. I would say it was also not something that the team was able to do with absolutely no support whatsoever. So in your opinion, do you think that players should have been forced to meet Duke, Kerry and River Quest? You know, that's the thing. It would have to be, my friend, science fiction person, it would have to be quite significantly reworked, you know, when it comes to the storyline, because like, you know, the story needs to make sense. And, you know, like currently, in actual version of Cyberpunk, there's no reason really to force you as a player to play the storyline from River or from Kerry. So their input would have to be needed for the main objective of V, for the main storyline. So as you can imagine, that entails a bigger rework. But I think that it would have been better for the game, you know, because like more people would have played that content. and would have seen basically the high quality side content we have prepared, while a lot of people just ignored it or never really got to that point. And the thing is, I remember I was talking about it actually before the release of Cyberpunk during our like sort of marketing campaign on one of the Night City Wires. And one of the things I said was, and I think now you guys understand what I mean, what I meant by that. I said something like that Cyberpunk is a game that if you invest more time in it, it will give you more content back. And that's literally what it is. It's not about like you exploring like side objectives and stuff, but also like when you explore, when you answer text messages from NPCs, when you answer calls, you know, when their stories are developed, there are more things that are opening up, you know, to you as a player. And that's why you are slowly, you know, starting to see more and more things. So this is what I meant when long time ago I said that Cyberpunk is a game that really, like, if you put the time into the game, then you will see much more than any other people did, you know. And it may sound quite obvious, but I think now when the game is out and when you see the structure of the game, how it's built, you can actually see that there's a lot of things, you know, that when the quests are starting, you know, in moments when, you know, the internal token system, this is how it's called, decides that this is a right moment based on many different factors, you know. That's why you as a player, you should not have the exact same experience every time, you know, because depending what you did and so on, that system will give you that quests in a different time, you know. And I think this is a very interesting way to do that. But what was missing here was just a stronger, I would say, drive spine for the players to meet River, meet Kerry, you know, finish the Panam storyline completely, finish Judy's storyline, at least those, at least. Yeah. At least whole storyline from Johnny, you know, this whole storyline from Samurai, from Kerry. That should be required. It would help a lot. But again, you know, now I'm wiser, you know. I wish I knew that, you know, a few years ago. Aside from Kerry and Rogue, most romance options in the game react as these Johnny's conditions like pretty normal thing. I would expect them to be very surprised and make a long talk with V about the subject, because basically we have another person inside his head, and most importantly, that person takes over his body time to time. Yeah, I mean, good point, Machiavelli, good point. Like, we've been talking about it internally too, you know, if this is like, if this is good enough, you know, if it should be like this, you know, we've been like trying to balance this aspect, I would say. My dears, let me play, please. Search and recover. Retrieve Kang Tao shard. Stolen from Kard Galinsky. Okay. This is all I know. Some guy named Kard Galinsky started with a Merlot in city center and ended with a jello shots at a dive in Santo Domingo. Classic case. Everyone's gonna get fucked up time to time, you know what I'm saying. As long as you do it smart. The problem is Carl's brain had more than 020C BAC. It also had a shard. And on that shard lies corporate data, the top secret kind, the kind you don't talk about. So a rusted gut, plastered suit stumbling through Santo Domingo with some platinum-plated shard. What could go wrong? They jumped on him so fast that the only thing he saw was that they were 6 street patches. If it weren't for the Deus Ex Machina that is Trauma Team, he'd probably be missing more than just his shard. Head over to where those Sixers are holed up and recover Galinsky's property. It's the Kang Tao top brass finds out even Trauma Team won't be able to save him. Oh god. Oh, and be sure to contact Carl when you get the shard. You should give him, you should give it straight to him. Okay. Trust me with this Żubrówka part, Kruszwitz Road. Never trust jello shots. There is no L in a surname? What do you mean? He's called Carl. I'm sorry, my friend. I have no idea what that comment was about. Okay, chums. Let's sneak in. Oh, I said Glinsky and he's Ginsky. Okay, sorry. Yes, you're probably right, my friend. You could open that gate, I know, but climbing is much more cool. Okay. Oh shit! Oh, they are hurting.
I'm going flank.
They are hurting like hell. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Woohoo! Patriots is a good song. Yes, I believe so. Sasko. That's what Pavel calls stealth. Holy shit, one shot. Yeah, I mean because we are playing on very hard, right? Okay, chums. Let's try a different strategy. I know this strategy is not different, it was just a PR speech. Shit. Fuck. This is some... Jesus Christ. Tough motherfuckers. Okay. Time for a different strategy. This time for sure. This time for real. Jesus Christ. Okay. I remember when I was reviewing this this gig, and I was talking to my chums to make it more difficult. So here you go. Here I have it. You know. Here I have it. I really like this shotgun in the face kind of beginning. The shotgun in the face opening is really like my jam. Fuck. Jesus Christ, okay. Come over here, you motherfucker. Go to downtown to acquire Rebecca's shotgun. Oh yeah. We'll do that at some point. At some point we're gonna do that, my chum. Ooh. New shard. Archive conversation between Dog Boy and Jeff. Stealth, this actually was difficult. Playing with Rebecca's shotgun after I was in a whole game investing into pistol perks. Oh. Cool. Okay, let's go. You figure out a way to crack that shit from Glinsky. Working on it. Don't damage it. It is got schematics. We will be fucking loaded. Yeah, if they don't keep it from us first. Quit with it and let me know when you're in. Oh shit. I'm onto something, my chums. Thankfully, I have this perk that neutralizes the distance damage on pistols, so neutralizes the distance penalty on pistols.
Hello? Where are you at?
I'm here, actually. Okay, 6th Street, my chums. How's life? Greetings. Oh shit. Have my favorite grenade. No?
Get your shit together, soldiers!
There's no one around you. Unless there is, and I'm not aware. This poor gonk literally has fallen apart. Didn't he? I hope to hear you in DLC as some character. Oh god. I mean, you know, I'm not as how to say it, you know, egotistic to put myself in a game, my friend. I mean, but who knows if our audio team thinks that, you know, I will be useful for something, I'm happy to serve, you know. Nowadays I'm only doing the dying people. Ooh. Very interesting. Kendachi Newsprint catalog. I think we've seen that one already. I love when the you know the gorilla arms are actually opening up and you can see basically. I love decapitations in this game. King's Gambit wrote. Oh, cool. Yeah, the dismemberment in this game is really prima. It's really well done, I think. Also, like the fact that when you dismember like robots and shit, or like when they lose like metal, you know, limbs and stuff, and they just spill oil instead of blood, that is cool. Eskil wrote, demand for grunting and screaming assets is never ending. Oh, yes, it is. That sounds nice. I can do some dying men again, you know. I can even do some dying woman. You guys probably know. I was telling you that, you know, I can definitely do some dying woman. Okay. Wait, that's the one that we already read. That's nothing new. Okay, chums. So find a shard. Okay, we went here. Let's check the upstairs then. Yeah, masked plain view, exactly, chums. Schrummers, okay. Did you guys like the new gigs? I hope you did, because like the open world team put a lot of work into them, you know, to deliver you better quality than what you could see in a base game. And I hope you have enjoyed them. They're like putting a lot of work into like, you know, working on the content for you.
Well, well, well.
Oh, aha. Okay, it seems we got it. Let me actually check. Oh, rogue. Oh shit. Oh shit. I got the wait, because like I of course, you know, didn't manage to open what Rogue was saying. 6th Street are calling in reinforcement. Grab the shard or Delta out there. Oh, cool. I really love when they are coming with reinforcements. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Probably someone will kill me. Oh fuck, they will. Oh shit. Oh, okay. That was like... They literally raided my ass. Do you think to give us a setting to adjust combat music? It's so loud. Ooh, I mean, I didn't know that you guys would adjust like combat music specifically. I think there is a general setting to adjust the audio, but not the combat music specifically. I think, you know, something to consider. Thank you for pointing it out. I mean, I love combat music, by the way, but again, I understand that for someone it might be too loud.
Oh, well, well.
Okay. Can I... Oh, shit. I need to kill them and only then I can go back to this computer, because I would like to check it, but I'm totally... Yeah, this is like... Shit. I need to kill... What the fuck? I got scared. Oh shit. What the hell was that? That guy just running. What the fuck was that? This dude.
Come on, look alive!
Motherfucker. Whew. I had literally like my heart. I dropped my heart, you know? Okay. Okay, chums. I think it might be it. I think it might be it. Let me look at that computer. It was interesting, Jesus. Messages. Night ass-kicking report. Okay, chums. Let's look at the report by Jeff Miller that sent it to the dog boy. Incident report. Incident type. Public disturbance resulting in serious ass-kicking and short retrieval. Incident time around 2 a.m. Don't know. Ain't a fucking watchmaker. Incident location. Santo Domingo Arroyo. Incident participants. Jimmy, Pat, Plug, and me. The Plug has a very interesting name, by the way. Incident description. Not much to say, really. Some drunk gong was screaming his ass off in the middle of the night, so I told him to shut it. The fucker called me ass muncher, said I'm worth less than his piss. And then he pulled his pecker out to piss on me, I think. Had a corpo face with a corpo suit to match, so we gladly proceeded to beat the shit out of him. May have gone a bit too overboard, cause his trauma package triggered. Anyhow, before we left, Jimmy drop-kicked his face so hard a shard popped out of his neuro. So we took it. Data was encrypted, but we know the corpus name was Carl Ginsky. Slaving for Kang Tao. We're trying to decipher it now to see what the gong stored in his head. I love reading those fucking background texts. They're so actually... What is his deepest report? Yeah, this is how the chums write to each other, you know? Witcher 4 versus Cyberpunk 2? I don't know. Ezio, what the hell are you talking about? Hugo, we transported the larger items. The hottest one is secure. We are leaving behind other non-priority hardware and damage items. If something is long along the way, the guys will search here first thing. Usually within a few days. Pretty thoroughly, I might add. The paperwork will show we are just storing old, damaged, dismantled junk. Nobody should catch on. Still, kick an extra toys you have under the carpet. Nice. The Phantom is in Phantom's Liberty. The Phantom in Phantom's Liberty is Pavo voiceovers. Okay, cool. You guys. But I'm glad you like it. It's really nice to hear, you know. It always makes my day, you know, to stream for you and to play the game. Okay, there's no one. I was like, because it was only 3 of them that they called. Huh, that was nice. Call Carl Glinsky. Okay, Carl. Fucking... Do I have? Oh, yes, I do.
Got the data, what now?
Good. Very good. We should meet as soon as possible. There's a place I know where... Hold on. Sending you the coordinates.
See you soon, then.
Don't wait. Hurry.
Okay, Carl, I'm on my fucking way! Yo. Okay. Mule the Carl Glonsky. Where is my car? Here is it. You know, let's go and help. Lester25, hello Papa, I won't be able to stick around, but thank you so much for helping create Cyberpunk. I've been with you guys since E3 2018 and I love the game. Hey my friend, thank you so much for playing. I hope you have played Witcher 3 though, if you have been with us only since 2018. Okay chums, let's get in and time to save my man Carl. Oh shit! That wasn't like really far away. Okay, I literally fucking parked in this in the center of the street, but fuck this shit. Let's go! You guys ready? We need a Wakaka romance option. The Who Done the Road? Oh, sure. Samovar says, every time when there is a Polish-sounding name in-game, I wonder if it's some kind of an internal CDPR reference in some employee in some department, like Karol Giński. I start with, is there some Karol Giński working CDPR? Not to my knowledge, you know, my friend. Imagine the CPD handing out parking tickets. Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Oh, thank God you're here.
Yeah.
Eddie's, Carl.
Carl was beaten.
Right. Here.
Dude, where the fuck we've been partying?
Fuck!
What is it?
Damn it! We were this fucking close!
Okay.
No! Fuck! Please! No!
How do you do, Carl?
We almost fucking had it.
The hell is this?
What the oh shit! They shot Carl! No! No way, they fucking shot Carl.
Watch it!
Motherfuckers! Jesus Christ. They're tough. Okay, I totally slaughtered them. Oh shit, reinforcements. Okay, you know, chums. Gonna load the game because I don't wanna... I think it's this one. Let me see. I hope it's not too... it was 2 minutes ago. We'll see. Yeah, I need to save Carl. Come on. The Carl is not dying. Unprofessional merc move. God damn it. You cannot do this? What do you mean? What do you mean I cannot do this? I'm a real gamer.
Oh, thank God you're here.
Eddie's, Carl.
Right. Here.
Okay, Carl. They fucking drive worse than me, by the way.
This fucking close!
Where is Carl? Okay, Carl is hiding. That's good. That's interesting. I think they are fucking stunned. I am a bit surprised by the amount of firepower, to be completely honest with you. Like, I am a bit surprised. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 grenades that fucking exploded under asses of these guys. It was good. Keeple Master, thank you so much, my friend, for a prime. Yeah, I mean, that's... not every braindance has to be so complicated. Edgerunners, for example. Medicamentos. But I think Medicamentos, you're talking about the topic we talked about like an hour ago. But yeah, I mean, sure. No.
You fucking killed
Carl
them.
is not dead. Carl's here.
So to speak. Best if you'd hand over the Eddies and duck the fuck out.
Here.
Okay, Carl. Thanks, I guess. Credit chip. Nice. Okay, Rogue.
V, gotta admit, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed myself, to be honest.
At the end there. Could have gone tits up in a hurry. But hey, client's still breathing and so are you. I'll arrange a safe house for Carl to sit tight in. Guessing he'll gladly front the extra bill. Slick work, really.
Thank you, Rogue. That was a pleasure making business with you. Oh. And Carl, you go overboard once, just once, and your life turns to shit. I'm done. V, but at least my heart's still beating, and I have to thank you for it. Fuck that shard and fuck that Kang Tao. Good luck, Carl. Don't let them get you. I'm not sure if he's going to answer anything, but yeah, that was actually really enjoyable. I have to say, I mean, this was like probably the most like. Oh, Carl was typing. Got a Delta. They may be tracking us. Thanks, V. Okay, no worries, man. Jesus Christ! Like the I was so surprised by this like power of those grenades. Gotta admit, I'm impressed with your grenade build. Oh, thank you, my friend. All of this for 2,000, dude. Well, I mean, a good point, you know. Good point. Is the gameplay team aware of the projectile launcher doesn't properly scale with grenade perks in the tech tree? It is basically useless compared to regular grenades. DapTF, I believe the gameplay team is aware. I do remember like the discussions, you know, regarding this topic. What is this pistol? That is Comrade's Hammer, equipped to the updated to the fucking insanity. King 440. The Comrade's Hammer, I don't remember. I found it like in some alley. It's like a unique thing. I think in the internet you can find where you find the Comrade's Hammer. But this gun is fucking OP as hell. I think in 1.5 it was nerfed quite a bit, but it's still insane. And also like the fact is that I have like, as you can see, I have 20 technical ability. I am loaded when it comes to the crafting. So because of that, you know, I have lots of things, you know, that I can, lots of ways I can upgrade things. Loot the bodies. I am looting them. Oh, credit chip. Interesting. 2,000 more. Not bad. Is there any more of those chums here? Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was nice. That's some legendary. Anyway, I have to admit, chums, that was fucking comedic. What has happened just a moment ago. That was absolutely comedic. Okay, dears. This is Beast in Me, so not for now. Side job. So you guys feeling like doing this one right now? So because we have like 12 more minutes or so. Where the hell is my car? I guess it despawned. Any comment on Adam Smasher and Michiko Arasaka? Not that I'm aware of, Machiavelli. No comment. My friend, no comment. Fuel Cap Gaming, Ross, hello. Pavel, it was wondering, has there ever been plans at any point for exotics from the tabletop game to appear in 2077, like the cat or dog body modifications from Biotechnica, for example? Yes, I'm aware of what you're talking about. I always thought they were neat and curious if they might have been planned for have one side quest NPC or something at more point, or even modifications for V. Thank you, and the keep up awesome work. Thank you, Fuel Gaming. So first of all, no, it wasn't really planned. We didn't really intend to do that, mostly because like how complex that is. You know, again, maybe a topic for the future. Me personally, I would really love it. In the game, you have a single NPCs that have the exotics, actually. Like some of the people, I think I've seen the people discuss it in the on Reddit at some point, that we have one of the NPCs that has a crocodile skin. So that's basically a form of that. So like it is present in the game in some form, but not too much about it, to be honest. Hola, Calabacita. So Calabacita was Little Pumpkin, right? Hola, Calabacita. Thinking about you. Wanna guess what? Oh god. I suspect that Judy's naughty. I think she's naughty. This is what she's thinking. Wait, are you trying to sext right now? Wondering if I can... This is like... Who would said that? Like, if someone is actually writing to you... Wanna guess what? Who would said that? This is like some completely... You know, someone who's completely not feeling it. Wondering if I can do double jump Double backflip? That if I were an animal, I'd totally be a dog. Jesus, okay. Because I'm cute, loyal, and love to leak everything. Okay. Okay, I mean, that was not bad. It was not intentional, though. I didn't know what I'm picking, but, you know, it turned out pretty well. I need to remember this line. Not sure if I should be blown away that you read my mind or offended and disappointed at your crass attempt at a joke. Be blown away, please love it. You are complex, you contain multitudes. Be blown away. I don't know, the licking. Anyhow, enough distractions, back to work for me. God damn it. Talk soon. Okay. I think it must have been too much. But I promise you I didn't know what I'm picking. So, you know, that was V, not me. Anyhow, but that was a good line, though. Okay, chums, let's go and let's see what is this job here, actually. Because I completely don't remember. What job is that? I don't remember this. Chorus, sand, verb. Thank you so much, my friend, for the prime. Hello, Selena Kyle. Nice to have you with us. The fuck is this gig? I'm actually not sure. And imagine that I have... I don't remember this. Daryl, give me Chromanticore.
Need a little pick-me-up. You got Chromanticore?
The hell you want the swill for, boss? Heard some batches even glow in the dark. Why drink poison when you can drink Spunky Monkey? Way better than.
You freeze up a lot?
1 second, boss. Brad? Hey, Brad! Listen, boss, you help me out? Kids on the block been up my ass lately, and you seem real tough.
You recognize I'm tough because I wanted Chromanticore. Nice. So, I know which one that is, by the way, right now. Sure, I'll help. What an asshole option to say you're on your own. Sure,
Might as
Choom.
well, since I'm here. Lead the way.
Thanks, boss.
Daryl,
All right.
talk to me.
You lost your minds? Get your grubby paws off my bike!
You think we're playing around? This is a small price to pay for fucking treason.
You still can't let go of that? Shana made a choice. You should be proud of her.
Proud? That bitch sold out to a fucking corp! Now it's time for payback. Fuck you want? This ain't none of your biz. Another corporal rat?
Well, not really a corporate. What's going on here?
Relax. Don't got any beef with you. For now. What happened?
Your new pal here talked his sister into taking a job at Zetatech. Bitch just leaves and doesn't even say bye. We've been running these streets ever since we were kids. Hacking street vending machines, fucking up corpos. It's what we live for.
And what? Now she's too good for us? Double-crossing cunt!
You listen to yourselves? And how stealing from poor folk like me gonna make things better?
He has a fucking
Shana's
insane
a
bike, by
grown-ass
the way,
woman
if he's
now.
poor.
You should follow her example.
You're getting back at Corpse by stealing from a street vendor? Well, that says a lot about you. Now back the fuck away from him.
Or you'll do what?
I'll blow your brains out. I changed my mind. Lol, that bike is sexy as hell. That's what I was saying. Like,
It's
he
time to get
says,
serious.
he says that he's like poor and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But like, I think he's poor because he spent everything on the bike. You know?
I could break your jaw, fracture your skull, shoot you. The possibilities are endless.
You care so much about a rat fucking traitor, and you can die together.
Yo, Brad, ain't that... Yo, that's the bitch everyone been talking about. When they came back from the dead. You know how many gonks you offed already? And I ain't even talking solo.
Shit. Is she following us?
Have they lost their damn minds? Thanks, boss. That ought to teach him.
I think just beat their ass, Raskolnikov wrote. I mean, you know, I was like, because they were clearly kids, and I was like, I would just one-shot them, like, with the comrade's hammer from this distance, I would, with one bullet, kill both of them. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I think it's because of the street cred level that I have, because I'm level 49, street cred 50, so they fucking saw me and get the shit out of there.
What do you think?
Just between the two of us, you really proud your sisters joined the Zeta Tech fold?
Look, I know what you're thinking. Corps are exploiting us. They're turning us into slaves. That's what people say, no? Well, guess what? They never have to worry about putting food on table. Me and Shana take whatever we can get.
She's probably running on neurostems. You're not worried?
Hey, you can't have it all. And even if we did, nobody'd get off their ass and do anything.
Well, when you put it that way. Now that that's over, you okay?
Who, me? Couldn't be better. All talk and no action. Maybe they should go get a job. Fucking parasites.
Yeah, you tell them, Daryl.
At least Shana can focus on her job now. No one in the family ever got as high up as her. Anyway,
damn it.
Stop by whenever you're around. I throw in a nice discount for you.
Will do, boss. Thanks.
Hey, that's cool, Daryl. Thanks, man. Well, you know, I'm not going to steal his bike. However, it crossed my mind, to be completely honest. Any plans to add mouse and keyboard support for PS5, like Xbox Series S and X? My friend Ziemci Kolega, which by the way means I will eat your friend. Ziemci Kolega, thank you for your comment, my friend. We are aware that you guys would want that, you know. That's as much as I can tell you, you know. We absolutely know that you would want that feature as well. What a sweet gentleman, exactly. Medicamentos wrote Pavlito. We should really talk about what we don't have, visual changes in V's body with cyberware like Sandevistan on his back. Like David, please, some words from you. Well, I mean, not many really. Like we talked about it with our character, our team, and they are really aware that we want to have it, you know. Those are some systemic limitations regarding how the garment system works on V, and that's the reason why it actually is, you know, like this. My friend, I would love it to be like, you know, better or done differently, you know, so that you can actually see all of those things. My friends, as you can see, I already switched off the game because this is, there's been already 3.5 hours that we've been on the stream together. I have to tell you that since when I started streaming till now, it's like the 3.5 hours became like shorter and shorter and shorter. And those streams, like, even though I keep streaming like regularly at the same time, same length, all the time, it's just like, it feels it's just like, you know, getting shorter and shorter. Because I guess I'm just getting used to it, you know, in a way. So anyway, my dears, I wanted to throw you a cool song at the end, because why not? It was a pleasure for me to stream for you. Let me run something awesome, because why not? So let's start with the banger. It was a pleasure to stream for you, my dears. Thank you so much. I'm really hoping that, you know, the future will be bright and you guys will be proud of us, what we are doing and what we are preparing for you. I wanted to thank all of you for being here today. It was amazing, as always. I wanted to thank my dear girlfriend Sapphire for being here, because today Cogito was not here and she had to mod alone. So thank you, my dear, for all the support, as always. And I wanted to mention all our dear Reds that were here or are here. So we have Kira Small Sandayu, our in-game photographer. Thank you so much, Kira, for being here. Lord of Rivia, our senior mod. Thank you so much, Tristan, for being here. We have Eskel, our audio designer. Thank you so much, Eskel, for being here. As always, we had Miles Tost, our acting lead level designer on the New Witcher saga. Thank you, Miles. We had Connor, David, our destruction artist. And we had Muzzy, our art QA, our lead art QA. And those 6, I believe, have visited us officially. So yes, those 6 I wanted to mention. It was, as always, a huge pleasure to stream for you. We are going to see each other in a week. I'm going on Thursday and Friday to Dutch Game Day in Amsterdam, as I mentioned, when we'll be talking about quest design in Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. But nevertheless, I will try to stream for you, as always. Thank you so much, Kanashi Kumo, for the sub. You guys are the best. That being said, I will leave you with this banging tune. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see each other in a week from now. Bye bye.
So what you